On the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
Mass General Brigham Sports Medicine. Top specialists who understand your athletic dreams, goals, and the need to get back to them. Together, we'll write your comeback story. Visit massgeneralbrigham.org/sports to start yours today.
GP believes in your success beyond borders and boundaries. That's why they've built the world's leading global employment platform, which makes it easy to find, hire, and build great teams anywhere in the world in days instead of months. So the everywhere workforce can work together in over 180 countries and counting. GP Global Made Possible. Visit g-p.com.
Look down at your dashboard. Is that change oil light lit up and giving you a sinking feeling? A fear of being without your car for hours on end and getting in about 15 minutes. Fight oil change anxiety at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Goalie Jeremy Swayman here. I'm teaming up with UFOs to bring you kick saves for cancer. For every save this season, UFOs will donate $10 to Dana-Farber Cancer Institute up to $25,000. To date, UFOs has donated over $3 million for patient care and cancer research at Dana-Farber. That's OOFOS.com.
Whether you're taking the kids to the local rink or catching a game at the Garden, those parking lots have one thing in common: Ford trucks. Because whether you're hauling equipment to practice or getting the gang together on Causeway, Ford trucks work hard and play harder. Leading the way are the trucks of Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. They're America's #1 selling trucks for 46 years straight and a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
What's the best part of a Dunkin' run? The coffee or the dollar donut? $2 stuffed bagel minis or $3 sausage, egg, and cheese you can add to that coffee? Or the fact that you get to leave the office? The answer, of course, is yes. Time for a Dunkin' run. Great deals on food for $1, $2, or $3 with a medium or larger coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. Exclude specialty donuts and fancies. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Hi, I'm Rodney Frias, the Chief Operating Officer of S&F Concrete. We're a family-owned concrete subcontractor. We've been a signatory to the Carpenters for over 50 years. If you want to have a successful, reliable workforce, it is essential to have a great relationship with the Carpenters Union. The communication between the union and S&F Concrete has been great. I can get the qualified people that I need in just a couple calls.
Build your business with the North Atlantic States Carpenters Union. Visit nasrcc.org.
Download free Nugs. Just add the Wendy's app to your phone and get an offer for a free 10-piece with purchase. Yep, it's raining Nugs again. One app, all the Wendy's.
Limited time at participating Wendy's. New users only. Account registration required. Terms apply.
Tucker and Rich, morning 6 to 10 on the Sports Hub.
The first 5 minutes of tonight's game are presented by our New England Ford dealers. Tonight's New England Ford dealers' first 5 contestant is Anthony Petridis from Swampscott. If the Bruins score in the first 5 minutes, Anthony's going to win a pair of tickets to a future Bruins game, courtesy of the New England Ford dealers. You can enter the contest at 985thesportshub.com. Bruins wearing the black and gold home jerseys, working left to right here in this first period. The Senators in their road whites, black numbers, black letters, along with some red trim on the sleeves, the waist, and the socks. Your referees tonight, Furman South, Kendrick Nicholson, the linesman Matt McPherson, Mark Schuchek. Bruins lost the first 2 installments against the Senators, won the last one. That took place here at TD Garden, victorious 3-1. Linus Ullmark getting some last-minute stuff at the Bruins bench. He's going to now set up in net. Ullmark leading the league in wins, goals against, and in save percentage. Nosek will dig down for the draw. Wins it. Bruins and Senators are underway. Carlo backhands it up the far side. Lauko cut it off. Dished it ahead. Nosek couldn't enter. Countering the other way is Stützle. Over the line left side. Kachuk shoots. Stick save made by Ullmark. Back of the net. Stützle scoots over to the far side. A long shot coming in from Zub. Deflected into the protective netting. Face-off will be in the right circle in the Bruins end. 19:41 left here in the first and scoreless.
Yeah, Ottawa coming off the win last night. It was nice to get that win, but Pittsburgh put everything on them. Just a really good goaltending performance by Dylan Ferguson. His first ever NHL start was outstanding for the Senators yesterday.
Shots on goal yesterday, 49-21 in favor of the Penguins, and they lost. Along the near side, here's Carlo. Bruins pumping up the right side. This will go all the way down. Nosek is going to race and wins it, so no icing here. He beat Zub to the puck. Back of the net. Nosek looking to center. Lauko was open. Back of the net. It's Hathaway sent it into the slot, and it never got to Lauko. Picked off by the Senators and pitched back into the neutral zone. Both teams are going to change. Bruins will carry it ahead. Center circle Pasternak. He's got 48 goals. Almost lost it at the high slot. It's poked out to center ice by the Sens. DeBrincat slides into the far corner. He's been a scoring slump here of late. And we've got a penalty upcoming.
It's going to be
interference.
Interference call going to Matt Grzelcyk, trying to hold up for his partner, Charlie McAvoy, going back to pick this puck up.
So Ottawa with an early power play. One of the things Jim Montgomery mentioned this morning to us, they wanted to try and limit.
But you also want to hold up for your defense partner, right? The puck is dumped in. I'm going to say Grzelcyk took a few too many liberties there on DeBrincat, so that's something to keep an eye on moving forward. They set the standard there.
Stützle leaves it high slot. DeBrincat whistles it off a stick and high into the protective netting, actually over it. And we've got to stop and play. Ottawa's power play is 7th. It's drifted down just here a little bit.
Yeah, it's still good.
And the Bruins penalty kill number 1, just a shade under 86%. Jim Montgomery mentioned this morning that we should not expect to see Derek Forbort for the rest of the regular season.
Interesting. Thomas Chabot, who's been a fixture on this top power play unit now for a couple of years, he's not on it anymore right now. It's Jake Sanderson.
Left circle, Stützle shoots, pushing off his Ullmark to make the save, and he holds. Tim Stützle leading the team in both goals and points with 35 and 78.
Nice pass from Batherson from below the goal line that time. Backdoor. It's a backhand pass. Actually goes over the blade or the stick of Ullmark and gets to Stützle in the left wing circle.
Sanderson, a little left circle. Stützle shoots. That's deflected wide. Rebound sent toward the far post, and an alert Ullmark gloves it.
Alert is the right way to put it. You got to get over quickly on that. It's a fan shot from the left wing circle, but comes out on that right side, and it's a quick shot being taken from low in the right wing circle. He's got to get all the way over to the post. He's got to push it off, go right to left.
Face off right circle in the Bruins end. 18.5 left here in the first and scoreless. Bruins short for another minute 31. Grzelcyk in the box. Ottawa wins another draw. High slot. Sanderson a long drive. Kicked out by Ullmark. That came bouncing in, and the Bruins sail it all the way down.
A couple changes we should mention. Joe, we didn't mention the pregame show, but Dmitry Orlov and David Krejci back in the Bruins lineup here today.
Stützle carries to the center circle, leaves, and DeBrincat will enter. Hands to the left side. Kachuk. It's banked over to the near wall. The Bruins have it.
Got numbers.
Nosek over the line right side. To the right point. Feeds across. Sent out in front. And the shot by Orlov deflected into the far corner.
He's looking for Coyle in front of the net.
Sogard had to be alert at the far post. And now carried in by Stützle. Dished it over to the near side. Kachuk pounds it over to the near wall. Left point now. Chabot walking the line. Dished it over to the far wall. Kachuk. Kachuk on the half wall. To the right circle to Brinket. Across. Stützle shoots. And a blocker save made by Ullmark. Along the near side, McAvoy knocked down Stützle, and the puck squeezed out to center ice.
DeBrusk there, too. I think DeBrusk got a good shoulder into Stützle.
25 seconds left on the Grzelcyk penalty. Scoreless game, 17-20 left here in the first.
Stützle's had a couple good looks from that left wing circle.
Drake Batherson leads the team with 14 goals on the power play. That's tied for 8th in the league. Now, Carlo looked out. He lost his footing. Got back up just before he was about to eat the end boards. Along the near side, Giroux. To the left corner. Swings it across. Bruins pick it off. Here's Marchand. He'll race up the right side. Over the line. Watched by Chychrun. Hits the brakes. Bruins back at full strength. Along the near side, Marchand kicks it to the middle. And Chabot got it back. He'll dish it to the center circle, and Giroux bounces it in. Directed over to the near side by Omar. Clifton fires on left wing to Bertuzzi over the red line. Had it picked off by Watson.
Yeah, tried to dump it in.
Puck dumped on net, blocker to side by Omar as he went down. And now Coyle, a dish to the middle. It's returned. Frederick fired it to the far corner. Bertuzzi racing after it. Now back of the net, Bertuzzi's got it. Send it out in front. Coyle drilled it off the side mesh, and Sogard's seen enough. He'll freeze it. 16-16 left here in the first, and we're scoreless.
Yeah, pretty good penalty kill for the Bruins, but Stützle did have a couple of looks from that left wing circle. Ullmark had to be sharp, pushing off left to right to get over there, take away the short side. Stützle looked a little frustrated going back to the bench after that power play expired.
Boy, is he talented. 20 years old, the third overall pick back in 2020.
Had a terrific year.
Face-off right circle in the Ottawa end. Krejci will dig down and take it. He was dealing with some wear and tear on Sunday and had the day off. Back in the lineup. Off the draw, Sanderson. Forced by Pasternak to dish it over to the near side, and out comes Kastelik. He'll drive it into the left corner, Bruins end. Grzelcyk again got in Kastelik's way, but we play on. Right point, sent by the Senators to the near corner. Scooped up by McAvoy. Saw the shoulder coming from Kastelik and cranked it into the right corner of the Ottawa end. Zub rims it around, and out it comes. Now Kastelik reaching for it at center ice. Couldn't scoop it up. And McAvoy's got it up right wing. Dish to the middle in Zacha. He'll fire it down into the right corner. Goes to chase after it. Zub is there. Zacha meets him behind the net. And the Senators able to exit. Sanderson, also 20 years old. Orlov stepped up, and that separated Stützle from the puck. Stützle gets it back into the slot. Shabbat left to the cage. Sweep shot by Giroux, turned aside by Omar, who didn't bite. Now Marchand over the line right side. Senators get back defensively. Right of the net, Marchand looking to center it. Intercepted by Stützle.
Yeah, Clifton would like to have that pass back, trying to go up the middle that time. Doesn't connect. And
now Tkachuk tapped it into the far corner Bruins zone. There to get it is Clifton. He'll angle it to the right side, DeBrusk. 4 points the other day in Buffalo. Turned over the puck at the blue line. Jacob Chychrun got a piece of that. This is our first look at Chychrun since being acquired from the Arizona Coyotes. Now Lindholm lost at center circle. DeBrincat looking to counter. Turns away from Lauko. Near side, it's whacked down the left wing boards by Batherson. Now Hathaway to the far side. Swung ahead Lauko. Lays at center circle. Hathaway high slot, drop and drive. Carlo shoots, blocked. And it's drilled to the far point, held in by the Bruins. Right circle, Nosek. Heeled it to the corner. Back of the net, Hathaway took a check. He was one of the 7 goal scorers for the Bruins on Sunday in Buffalo.
nice one, too, coming down that right side. Got a nice bounce right at the blue line, but finish it off.
We saw him score a nice one against the Bruins here in this building when he was with the Capitals, after he got labeled right afterward by Connor Clifton. Near side in the neutral zone, Ridley Gregg took a shoulder, wobbled it to the left corner, Bruins end. Grzelcyk hits the break, second in the league in plus minus. And now Frederick motors ahead, up right wing, around a check. Hands to Coyle, returns to Frederick right circle. Turns, jammed against the wall near side. Bertuzzi trying to free it, and it's wobbled back to the Bruins line. 13.5 left here in the first, and we're scoreless. Good pace here in the first. Grzelcyk, far circle to zone end. Will fire up the right side of McAvoy. He'll crank it into the right corner. Sent out in front, Bertuzzi looking for it. Frederick denied by Sogard. The rebound chopped just wide by Bertuzzi. Right circle, it's Coyle to the dot. The net is dislodged, and we got to stop. We'll take a timeout here. 13-11 left here in the first. Bruins and Senators are scoreless on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
So here, if you're a plumber, pipe fitter, or in the piping trades, then you need to call my friends at Charles D. Sheehy for any of your piping product needs. Sheehy is proud to work with the region's best life science, biotech, and pharma contractors to help them deliver their projects on time and within budget. Sheehy is driven to deliver.
An immersive viewing experience transports you into the game. This is Banner's Kitchen and Tap, the ultimate destination for sports fans. 62 TVs and a 40-foot dream screen mean you won't miss a moment of the action. Plus, with 70 rotating beer taps and selection of signature signature cocktails, enjoy a cold drink and delicious food while you cheer on your favorite team. The perfect spot to catch the game. Banner's Kitchen and Tap offers an unbeatable viewing experience, extensive drink program, and delicious food. It is the premier sports and event viewing destination in all of Boston.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
With car prices at an all-time high, our donors are now getting highest receipts ever. Donate at carsforkids.org, and your car can be picked up tomorrow.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Book your New Jersey summer vacation. Go for beaches and boardwalks and entertaining destinations, whether relaxing at the shore or climbing high in the Skylands. Create your escape at visitnj.org/book now.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
The first 5 minutes of tonight's game were brought to you by your New England Ford dealers during their all-wheel drive sales event. Get great deals on winter-ready Ford SUVs, trucks in stock, and ready for immediate delivery. The Bruins almost cashed in off a funny hop off the partition.
Yeah, crazy bounce. Puck came out in front of the net. Silver was going back to play it on the dump in. It's a dump in by McAvoy, and puck comes right out in front. A couple of whacks at it. I think the first chance was Frederick, and Bertuzzi had the second opportunity. He was able to push this puck back in. Sogar was able to scramble, get back in the net. And eventually, the net comes off its moorings, but some good opportunities on a funny play.
They saw right circle in the Ottawa end.
Bertuzzi needs, he's been around it. Now he needs a little bit of puck luck. He's had a couple of good chances over the last couple games.
Bruins keep the puck in. Ottawa fails to clear. Right point, it's Frederick. He'll toss it into the right corner. Bertuzzi's there.
He's had some helpers, but I mean, as far as the goal scoring goes,
he's got 3 assists thus far in 8 games since coming to the Bruins. And now it's brought in by Hamonic offside. 12:48 left here in the first, and we're scoreless. Bertuzzi had a goal taken off the board on Sunday afternoon in Buffalo. He thought he had scored one in Chicago. Had cranked off both posts in game 2 of that 5-game road trip.
Just had a pretty good whack at that one on the rebound.
Face off at the near dot just beyond the Bruins line. Won by Bergeron. Hustling to get to it just to the right of the net is Lindholm. He'll start it out behind. 12:40 left here in the first and scoreless. Up the right side, Bergeron deflects it to the right corner, back of the net, Zub. DeBrusque swept it off his stick. And then back of the net, the Senators recover. Drill it up right wing. This will float to Lindholm. He'll drive it up the middle. Sanderson's got it. Backhands it over the line, right side, Kachuk. Lobs it toward the net. Blockered aside by Ullmark. And the Bruins cannot scrape it out. Second attempt. Carlo nudges it to the neutral zone. And Sanderson whistles it in. Around to the far side it comes. Lindholm got out of the way of a check. Sent it over to the near side. And out to center ice. Marchand will set it up back in his own zone for Carlo. Up the right side, Krejci center circle. Hands to Pasternak over the line. Shakes to the right circle. Hits the brakes. Tried to bang it down the boards. And it's picked off by Shabbat. Swept into the Bruins zone near side by DeBrincat. Pasternak's drive. Hit somebody out in front. Gloved by McAvoy. And the Bruins will pivot and head north. Up the left side, Grzelcyk returns. Krejci took a bump, and as a result, the Bruins are going to have to tag up. They do. 11:25 left here in the first. We're scoreless. Brought ahead by Shabbat. He had one of the 2 goals last night. The winner came from Drake Batherson on the power play with just over 2 minutes left in the game. A heartbreaker for the Penguins.
Bruins turn this puck over here in the neutral zone. They've turned it over a few times here in the middle.
Wrap around near side. They score. It's Gambrell, who was able to beat Ullmark to the near post. Senators 1, Bruins nothing.
Yeah, it's another turnover in the neutral zone here. We're 9 minutes into this first period, but they've turned it over several times in the middle of the ice. This time Zacha trying to make a move. He gets sandwiched there with a couple of Senators and right back the other way. Ullmark gets looking the wrong way on this one. He's looking over his left shoulder, and this puck comes around the net, and Gambrell is able to come on his forehand And as Allmark's moving to his left, now he realizes, I got to get back to my right side here. And Gambrell's able to sneak it in on the wraparound past the right skate of Allmark.
That's his second goal of the season. He played for Jim Montgomery at the University of Denver. Bruins fire it back in, so they're going to play from behind. Along the near side, Clifton's got it. Shoots, hit a leg over to the far side. And Gambrell bounced it out to center ice. Orlov tried to cut it off. Far corner, it's Clifton. He'll snap it around to the near side, Hathaway. Along the near wall, the Bruins backhanded in front of the Ottawa bench.
The Bruins come back. They win 3 games in a row to finish off the road trip. You always wonder how a team's going to play when they come back home after a road trip. So far, they're trying to find their game right now. They've had a couple of chances, no question, but some of the turnovers and that last one came back to hurt them.
Here's Lindholm up the left side. Bertuzzi goes rink wide. Coyle enters over the line into the right circle. Going wide, back of the net. Threw it out in front. Sogard was out of position, but he got bailed out by one of his defensemen at the far post. Far corner now, Bertuzzi. Chopped it back of the net. Coyle goes to chase. He gets locked up, and that's going to draw a penalty.
Yep.
Kastelik's the guilty party, I believe. 9:59 left here in the first. Senators 1, Bruins nothing. Back for a Bruins power play when we return on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by our local New England Honda dealers.
When you're headed to the Garden this season, take everyone out to the game in a Ford SUV. Your New England Ford dealers have a full lineup of SUVs, including Bronco Sport, with its iconic styling and standard 4x4 capability. And Explorer, with an adjustable interior that offers comfort for your crew, plus enough space for all that hockey gear. Check out all the great Ford SUV offers at buyfordnow.com. Your New England Ford dealers are a proud partner of your Boston Bruins.
Download free Nugs. Just add the Wendy's app to your phone and get an offer for a free 10-piece with purchase. Yep, it's raining Nugs again. One app, all the Wendy's.
Limited time at participating Wendy's. New users only. Account registration required. Terms apply.
When it comes to getting the guaranteed lowest price on Falcon tires, there's only one place to go, Town Fair Tire. And when it comes to getting more free services for life than anywhere else on Falcon tires, there's only one place to go, Town Fair Tire. So when you're in the market for the best deal on Falcon tires, get to Town Fair, because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean absolutely nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
At Milton Cat, our business is supporting your business with quality equipment, parts, and service. Visit miltoncat.com today to learn why we've been the Northeast's trusted equipment dealer for over 60 years.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
The 50-50 raffle presented by DraftKings is currently benefiting the Born to Run Foundation, an organization that provides specialized prosthetics to young adults and children who want to live a fun and fulfilling life. Visit bostonbruins.com/5050 to purchase tickets. The jackpot starts at $75,000 and runs until the third period of the game on March 25th. Bruins with the power play for the first time, trailing 1-0. Mark Kastelik in the box. Bergeron in for the draw. Bruins with power play goals in each of their last 2 games after it had been quiet here for a while. Bruins power play 12th in the league, and the Bruins win the faceoff. Lindholm to the far point now. Pastrnak sent it right of the net. Marchand couldn't retrieve it. And now here's Lindholm. High slot to Marchand. Far side Pastrnak. Here it comes. And it knocked down one of the centers. Hamonic. He's limping. Top left wing circle. Pastrnak sent it out in front. Deflected. Bergeron denied. And then DeBrusk was stopped at the far post. Bruins pry it free. Here's Pastrnak. Tees it up. Shoots. Blocker aside by Sogard on a one-on-one look. Bergeron smacked it back of the net. Marchand's got it. Steers it up top. Lindholm. Across. Pastrnak sends it to the right circle. Again, Marchand couldn't hold on to it, and it's cleared.
Pastrnak going through the options over there. One shot blocked by Hamonic. The next one was a shot pass there low for Patrice Bergeron, looking for that low tip.
Now along the near side, the Bruins having a problem entering at the red line. Pasternak's got it. He races over the spoke B. Got tripped up. We're going to have a penalty here on the Senators. It's going to be a 5-on-3 for 58 seconds.
Yeah, not a whole lot of argument here. Pastrnak makes a last-second move to his forehand coming through the neutral zone and gets tripped up.
Faceoff will be in the right circle, the Senators' end.
See what they do here with this 5-on-3. They go 5 forwards, or they're going to have McAvoy come out instead of Lindholm. Put David Krejci out there. Take the Brusk off.
Bergeron now heading back to the Bruins bench.
They're going to call a timeout? Wow. Interesting.
Jim Montgomery wants to talk it over, and early. 8:56 remains in the first. Dylan Gambrell opened the scoring. Ridley Gregg the lone assist. Time 8:55.
Haven't had a 5-on-3 in a while, so Jim Montgomery wants to talk about it, make sure everybody's on the same page. Jack Capuano had the dry erase board out on the defensive side for the Ottawa Senators.
Bruins have only scored twice on the 2-man advantage this year, the 5-on-3.
Now, it will be Lindholm at the point.
Bergeron now discussing things with Brad Marchand in the right circle. Giroux's going to take the face-off against Bergeron. Turns over that right-handed stick. Bergeron wins it. Right point collected by Lindholm. Top left wing circle, Pastrnak. Plays catch with Lindholm. Right circle, Marchand. Up top to the far side, Pastrnak. Walks to the middle. Feeds left to the cage. Send it out in front. It's deflected away and cleared by the Sens. Puck sent ahead. Here's Lindholm. Hands to Marchand. Walks it across. Dish to Bergeron. Send it back up top. Half a minute left in the 5-on-3. Lindholm shoots. Sogard to save the rebound. They score!
Sometimes it's just easier to get that puck to the net, right? That's what Lindholm decides to do from up top. Good entry. Patrice Bergeron dropping it off for Lindholm. He's going to walk the line from right to left. Get this wrist shot towards the net. Bergeron may have
remaining on the man advantage with Stützle in the box. He got called 2 for tripping, which set this up. And now wheeling ahead is Orlov. Leaves it at his own line. Zacha to Krejci. Over the line, Zacha almost split all the way through, and then he lost it at the last second.
If he can hang on to that puck, he's in.
Back in his own end, it's Orlov. Hands it up the right side, Krejci. He'll dish it off the right side glass, and now scrapes it around to the left point. Bertuzzi tries to settle the puck far side, does. Swings it up top, Orlov, center point. Far side, popping out is Krejci. High slot, Orlov is one-timer blocked by Watson, who spun out.
That's a solid block by Watson right there.
And it's clear.
Out high. He's limping off the ice a little bit, but
dished it ahead, trying to catch Ottawa changing. Oh, McAvoy just got wrestled down by Brown. High slot, it's fired, and Pasternak's drive just came trickling into Sogard. He kicks it out of there. Left point now, Pastrnak. High slot, takes a look, fakes, shoots. Sogard the save, and he holds.
That shot, that initial shot was blocked by Hamonic. You got a couple guys here laying out to block shots, and don't tell them that they're out of the playoffs right now. They're trying to make this playoff run. Watson had a block, and Hamonic's had a couple of them here in this first period. Good pass by Bertuzzi across the seam. The shot by Pastrnak slowed by Hamonic. What a block.
He may have taken that in the right hand. Face-off right circle in the Ottawa end. 22 seconds left in the power play, 1 apiece. Bergeron, a little early movement, but I don't think they're going to kick him out. He and Giroux get set. Puck swatted to the near side and held in by Lindholm. A bouncing puck, not an easy play, but it's recovered by Ottawa and cleared. Hallmark sets it up back of his net. 10 seconds left on this power play. Here's Pastrnak over the red line right side. Over the blue line with speed. Lost his footing. Catches up to it right corner.
He would have been in alone.
Along the near side. It's batted just left of the net by Marchand. Sent off the side mesh. Out in front. It just missed Marchand who went an open near side. And Stützle's out of the box. 3-on-2 come the Sens. High slot. Oh, Marchand was looking to step up. And at the last second, Batherson let go of the puck. Along the near side, Stützle tapped it into the near corner. Lindholm drew it back of the net. Far corner now, Marchand. Marchand swung it up the left wing boards. This puck directed out to center ice by Tkachuk. And he'll hoist the backhand in. Batherson has to go to change. Lindholm in front of the blue paint in the Bruins zone. Up the right side to Coyle at the red line. He'll drive it.
Off
And
the
it hit the
linesman.
linesman. Countering back is DeBrincat at the high slot. Oh, Coyle could have nailed him, but he let him go. Now out in front, Bertuzzi's got it. And he transitions ahead to Frederick, going wide on Shabbat near side. Frederick pulls up at the hash marks. Right of the net, it's Coyle. Shot from a deep angle, hit the side mesh. And it's sent off the surface. The referee is saying deflected off the glass. We'll take a timeout. 5:50 left here in the first. Bruins 1, Senators 1. On the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2023 Honda CR-V Hybrid or 2023 Accord Hybrid. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
What's the best part of a Dunkin' run? The coffee or the dollar donut? $2 stuffed bagel minis or $3 sausage, egg, and cheese you can add to that coffee? Or the fact that you get to leave the office? The answer, of course, is yes. Time for a Dunkin' run. Great deals on food for $1, $2, or $3 with a medium or larger coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. Exclude specialty donuts and fancies. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
GP makes global possible.
Hi, I'm Bruce Sambrovich, VP of Talent Acquisition at Drift. Global expansion is a must for an enterprise company like ours, but setting up a branch takes time. With GP, we can grow anywhere in the world, so opportunities turn into reality faster.
With the industry-leading global employment platform, GP makes it easy to find, hire, and build great teams anywhere in the world in days instead of months. GP, global made possible. Visit g-p.com.
For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2023 Honda CR-V Hybrid or 2023 Accord Hybrid. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Patrice Bergeron, Hampus Lindholm with the assist on David Krejci's game-tying power play goal here in the first. That's our delivery. The game delivered by Granite City Electric GCE Night Train. Granite City Electrical Supply celebrating 100 years of service in New England. Visit granitecityelectric.com as they celebrate 100 years of service this year. Face-off right circle in the Senators' end. So the Bruins now with power play goals in each of their last three. Coyle taps the stick. He's going to lean down for the draw and take it against rookie Shane Pinto. The Senators win it, drive it off the glass near side, back to the Bruins line. It's McAvoy. He'll head north. Pounds it into the far corner, back of the net. Sogard, who's 6'7" and listed at 196 pounds. And the Senators will exit. It's drilled around to the near side of the Bruins end to Brinkett. Took a shoulder from Frederick. Back of the net, Pinto got his stick free. It's deflected out in front off of Grzelcyk. Now to the left point, Shabbat fires off the post. Right hash now, Pinto swings across. Bruins get a stick down, but the puck to DeBrincat. Twirls, leaves in the near corner. Batherson up top. Shabbat pounds it to the right point. It's drilled to the far circle. Grzelcyk has it. He'll bank it out to center ice. The Senators retreat, then wing it to the center circle. DeBrincat backhands to the slot in his own end. Ottawa wants a change. 4:50 left here in the first, one apiece. Now heading up the left side at center ice's Chychrun. His dish finds Brassard, and his long shot taken in by Ullmark, who holds.
Fans of Video Bank and Patrice Bergeron have teamed up again this season for Assists for Kids. For every Boston assist, a video will donate $25 up to $37,000 to help Metro West youth hockey players pay for hockey. Get details now at videobank.com. A Video Bank, honest to goodness. Member FDIC, member DIF.
The Bergeron line comes out for the defensive zone draw in the near circle of Bruins end.
Allmark's going to need a little equipment repair here. Over to the bench.
Utica. 4:38 left here in the first, one apiece. This faceoff is brought to you by Unicare. They've teamed up with Charlie Coyle, the State Police Association, and Professional Firefighters of Massachusetts for faceoffs for first responders to highlight mental health resources for first responders. Visit 985thesportshub.com/first responders. Jeremy Swayman trying to help Maddie Falconer as well as they take a look at Linus Ullmark's mask. And the repairs have been made. Patrice Bergeron will dig down for the draw.
That puck that hit the post a couple minutes ago actually glanced off the mask of Linus Ullmark before it hit the post.
Bruins win the draw. Here's Lindholm. He'll walk it up the middle. Rushed it backhanded to Brusk. Fired it over the line. Marchand trying to get around Hamonic. At the end boards, Hamonic stays with it. Drilled over to the far side. Held in by Lindholm. And then swatted out to center ice by Giroux. Playing in his first season as a Senator. Over the line right side. Brought back in Marchand. Sent it out in front to Brusk. Shoots. He scores! A gorgeous saucer pass.
It was a saucer pass and past the stick of Tkachuk on the back check.
For Jake DeBrusk, goals in 3 straight games. That's also his 45th point of the year. That's a new career high. He actually set it in Buffalo on his 4-point night. And this puck is deflected into the protected netting. 3:48 left here in the first.
23 and 22 for now for Jake DeBrusk. What a pass though by Marchand here.
Oh.
Everybody thought that puck was going for Bergeron, going right down the middle. DeBrusk starts it by making the pass to Lindholm, and then he just gets on his horse and blows by everybody. Chuck doesn't see him.
5-on-5 is an area where the Bruins should have an advantage. They're the #1 team in the league in that category. The Senators, 29th. So the Bruins, after trailing 1-0, lead it 2-1. Lindholm with a couple of secondary assists as he continues to rack up points. He's got 48. Shot at the high slot by Sanderson, deflected over to the crossbar. Zacha steers it to the middle. Here's Krejci, center circle. Over the line right side. He'll fire it into the right corner. Round it comes Zacha. Set it up for Pasternak. Up top it comes Orlov. Right circle. The pass handcuffed Clifton. He'll chip to the right corner. Back of the net, Zacha pulls it free. Got it to Krejci. Swings it up top now Orlov. He'll fire into the far corner. Krejci gets there first. He's got Sanderson on his tail. Senators play man-on-man. Far corner now Zacha. He leans on Greg. Pasternak dives down to help. Just over 3 minutes left here in the first. Bruins on top 2-1. Along the near side, the Senators just content to golf it back out to center ice. They'll start to change. And now it's brought back in by Kastelik. His penalty started this off. It was followed up shortly thereafter by another minor from the Senators.
Clifton.
Long drive from Watson, steered aside by Ullmark.
Tried to stand Kastelik up there. Kastelik's a pretty sturdy guy. He dropped the shoulder.
Far point in the zone, and Brandstrom, the diminutive left-handed defenseman, will fade behind his net. 2.5 left here in the first. Bruins 2, Senators 1. Brandstrom walks it ahead. Left wing feeds Shabbat at the red line. Knuckled it down the left wing glass and behind the Bruins net. Crashing in is Watson, but Frederick swiped it, reversed it. Up the near side comes Grzelcyk. He'll twist to the middle. Meanders and then fired it to the center circle. Swept back into the neutral zone. Drilled down low by McAvoy. Ottawa completing some changes. 2 minutes to go here in the first. 2-1 Bruins. Along the near side, it's Shabbat. Whistles it to the middle. Batherson with speed over the line left side. Shoots in and out of Allmark's chest, and then he covers his own rebound with 1:49 left here in the first, and the Bruins leading 2-1.
Speed through the middle of the ice that time. Coming up through the neutral zone, a couple good passes. Give those teams that can skate that space through the middle. Just, it's going to back the defense off. It has to.
Shane Pinto's going to take the draw on the left circle to Bruins end. The Franklin Square, New York native, tied for 7th among league rookies in points. 3rd with 18 goals.
Yeah, they've had to play almost the whole season without Josh Norris as well. He's a good player for them, and he's had some shoulder issues this year, surgeries.
And then the big one has been all the goaltenders that they've had to use.
Yep.
Chikrin tossed it back into the far corner Bruins zone. So Dylan Ferguson, who played last night in Pittsburgh, was the 6th goaltender that the Senators have used this year. That's the most in the league this season, but not the most in league history. You want to take a stab at the record? Your side of the neutral zone.
Any idea?
It's DeBrusk. Or I could shorten it and give you the other trivia question. What's the record for most Bruins goaltenders used in a single season? 1:12 left here in the first.
Used
Bruins
over
2, Senators 1.
55 players back in 91, 92, so maybe it was that year.
It was not that year.
Oh, really?
But I'll give you a hint. It was that decade. Along the near side, Chikrin. He'll flutter it back into the Bruins zone. Cut off by Orlov. Spins it back into the near side. Up the right side, Zacha. Tried to one-touch it to Krejci, and the puck would not cooperate. And now over the line, here's Giroux. Threads it Tkachuk, and a stop made by Allmark. And he again covers his own rebound with 41 seconds left here in the first.
That chance right there by Tkachuk starts with a Bruins turnover in the neutral zone. Trying to do the right thing, just can't quite get it done, and all of a sudden they're coming back the other way. Giroux feathers a pass from the left wing side, and Tkachuk coming down the middle.
Face-off left circle, the Bruins end. The NHL record, by the way, for goalies used in a single season is 8. By the 18-19 Flyers. Up the left side, McAvoy. Dished it over to the near wall. Coyle will wrap it down low. Back of the net, Shabbat. Almost had it poke-checked away by Bergeron. Drilled up the middle. Read perfectly by McAvoy as he fronted Tkachuk, and the Bruins dump it in. Sogard back of the cage, dusts it off, chopped it over to the near side with 13. In front of his bench, it's Shabbat. He'll pound it into the right corner, Bruins zone. McAvoy takes a look with 5. He'll fire it to the far corner, and Orlov. It's sent out in front of the Bruins net. The horn is going to sound, and that'll close out the opening 20 minutes. So the Bruins, after trailing 1-0, got the next 2 at the end of 1. Bruins 2 and the Senators 1. Stay with us. Charlie Coyle is going to join us for our Bruins player poll. That's coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
Boston Bruins hockey is brought to you by Timberline Construction. Just like the pros, success in the commercial construction industry requires a strong, smart team with a no-exceptions commitment to excellence. Learn more at timberlineconstruction.com. Timberline Construction. Exceptional. No exceptions.
Hey, it's Maz from Boston Growth Partners. If you're a business owner with 5 or more employees, listen closely. If you had supply chain problems, struggled getting staff, or are still reeling from the COVID lockdowns last year, well, Uncle Sam wants to pay you back for keeping your employees by giving you a payroll tax refund. You can get up to $26,000 per person. Do it now. Go to bostonrefunds.com and fill out your contact info, or just call them and they'll take you through every step of the process. It's real. Time's running out. Again, bostonrefunds.com. That's bostonrefunds.com.
Get moving in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance. Honda, the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2023 Honda CR-V hybrid or 2023 Accord hybrid.
Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today.
See dealer for financing details based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
If you own a small business, you know the value of time. GetRefunds.com does too. That's why they've made it easy, no matter how busy you are, to apply for the Employee Retention Credit, or ERC. Go to GetRefunds.com to get started, and in less than 8 minutes, see if your business qualifies for ERC assistance. Your business may be eligible for a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee kept on payroll during COVID-19. GetRefunds.com. In payroll tax refunds through the ERC, and they may be able to help your business too. There's no upfront charge either. They don't get paid until your business gets its refund. Many businesses believe they won't qualify based off incomplete or outdated information. So don't let this opportunity pass you by, because this payroll tax refund is only available for a limited time. Go to GetRefunds.com. That's GetRefunds.com.
Hi, I'm Rodney Frias, the Chief Operating Officer of S&F Concrete. We're a family-owned concrete subcontractor. We've been a signatory to the Carpenters for over 50 years. If you want to have a successful, reliable workforce, it is essential to have a great relationship with the Carpenters Union. The communication between the union and S&F Concrete has been great. I can get the qualified people that I need in just a couple calls.
Build your business with the North Atlantic States Carpenters Union. Visit NASRCC.org.
Remember college? 5-Hour Energy got you through. The energized feeling you relied on back then still works today. Rediscover 5-Hour Energy. It'll get you through again. Visit 5hourenergy.com.
If you ask us, Bruins Nation feels like family. A big and bad, loud and loyal family. And TD Bank is proud to be a part of it. It's good to have the family together again. TD Bank. Unexpectedly human.
Woo! Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Welcome to the GP Intermission Show with their #1 global employment platform. GP makes it easy to find, hire, and build great teams anywhere in the world in days instead of months. Go to g-p.com. Bruins with a 2-1 lead over the Ottawa Senators as we hit the first intermission at TD Garden. The Bruins are hoping to keep their golf clubs in the garage for a long time this spring. But once they break them out, who's got the best game on the team? We get the lowdown from Charlie Coyle on this and many other questions on this edition of our Bruins Player Poll. All right, let's have a little fun here, Charlie. Welcome to the 2022-23 Boston Bruins Player Poll. If you had to choose one player to be in charge of the dressing room music for the entire season, who would it be?
We've had some trouble with that one. We've had some guys on it where... Actually, I think we've had guys on it that have, traded or what's other teams and stuff, and so it's kind of been passed down. And that's a hard position to be in. I don't want to be in that position because you can't please everyone. So someone's always kind of yelling, "Hey, what is it? What's on? What's this stuff on right now? Get next one, next song." Trent Frederick is our guy right now, and he switches it up. So I'll say Freddie. I give him a few more tries. I like some of the stuff he puts on. So we'll see how he does this year.
Your favorite NHL city to visit?
Probably Nashville. Nashville's cool if you have some time, maybe after dinner, before dinner, or if you stay over and you can go check out Broadway and just live music, country music. I'm a big country guy. So you go to any place there and just sit in and get some music. It's just an awesome atmosphere.
With that in mind, who are the best and worst singers on the team?
There was a couple of guys at one point who played the guitar. I think Marshy plays the guitar a little bit. Doesn't mean he can sing.
Glad you added that.
Yeah, but you'd think if you're trying to play the guitar, you got to put some tune to it, right? So well, I guess they're going to have to prove us right or wrong. So I'll say Marshy for that because he can play guitar a little bit. The worst singer, I've heard Chris Wagner do karaoke a few times, kind of in-house karaoke. And he's got like that deep voice, but it doesn't translate well to singing, and it's tough to sit through.
Who are the best and worst golfers in the team?
This one's a little tricky. So back to Chris Wagner. He golfs all the time. Summertime, I feel like he's always on a golf course when he's not working out or skating. So he should be on the PGA Tour, and he's not. So I think for the amount he plays, that translates to him being the worst in that aspect. Like pound for pound, he's the worst. The best one, I don't know. I think Taylor Hall likes to play a little bit. I've never seen him play, but we'll just throw him out there. Taylor Hall, I think. He's probably one of those, natural athletes, probably good at whatever he does.
If you had to have a roommate on the road, who would you want it to be? Who would you not want it to be?
I wouldn't want it to be DeBrusque because I'd have to be the one setting the alarm and knowing the schedule and all that, so I'd have no help that way. And then if I had to have someone, it would probably be, I think, Craig Smith. I feel like him on the road, I feel like he knows a lot of cool spots to go, whether it's restaurants or a place to go. He used to play in Nashville, so he maybe knows some hidden spots where you can go, maybe get a bite to eat, maybe some undercover places that have awesome music. So I like to be a sidekick with him and be his wingman there.
Most underrated chirper in the room?
I think Marshy's pretty rated, right? So I can't really say him. I'm gonna say Craig Smith, actually. Yeah, undercover. Yeah.
Who thinks he's good at chirping but could use a little work?
We're gonna say Trent Frederick on that one. Yeah.
That answer did come up. Other sport you'd want to play professionally if you could?
I always loved playing football. I never played on a team. Always be playing in the backyard or down the street with neighborhood kids and all that. And I could toss a football around all day. So I'd probably football, but you know what, golf, I've gotten into golf over, the last little bit and really appreciating the game when I watch it from playing it a little more. You just really admire those guys and how can they can hit those shots, and probably a little easier on the body. They make good money if you're that good, and maybe golf too. Maybe pro golfer.
Favorite athlete outside of hockey?
Tom Brady's an easy one to say, but everything he's kind of been through and accomplished, it's pretty admirable. Probably Michael Jordan too. The more I think about it, and the documentaries I read, watch, and books I read on, just his mindset. And Kobe Bryant too could be in that conversation. I think just how they were driven and what they did and the work they really put in. I like seeing that stuff because you don't see behind the stuff of athletes. You think they're born like that and then they just go out there and do it. But there's so much behind the scenes and the work they put in.
To the slot, Coyle shoots, he scores! A saucer pass lands flat, and Charlie Coyle just blistered it by Luukkonen. Bruins 6, Sabres nothing. Charlie Coyle's team able to rally from an early deficit as we take a look at the scoring summary from the first. Dylan Gambrell got it started for the Senators, 8:55 in, but David Krejci scored 5 on 3 at 11:33. His 15th of the season from Patrice Bergeron and Hampus Lindholm to tie the game. And then Jake DeBrusque off a sweet feed from Brad Marchand deposits his 23rd at 15:52. Hampus Lindholm also with an assist. And the Bruins leading 2-1 at the end of one. Shots on goal in favor of the Senators, 16-11 on the power play. The Bruins 1 for 2, and the Senators 0 for 1. Tim McCone's got your Sports Hub headlines next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
During our $1 million clearance event, Imperial Cars will double the value of your tax refund. When you put down up to $1,500 towards one of our over 2,000 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, we'll match it. At Imperial Cars, we're doubling the value of your tax refund.
ImperialCars.com.
Hi, this is Jake DeBrusque. I've teamed with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation for Feeding the Puck for families this season. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck to help score a goal, they'll be enabling a donation of $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Hey, it's Zoe for NewPro, and if you need windows, doors, siding, or roofing for the rest of March, NewPro's Slam Dunk Savings event continues. Get 50% off your install or 5 years no interest. Get your free quote right now. Visit newpro.com. Tell them Zoe sent you.
If you drove a 2023 Nissan Rogue with available all-wheel drive and 5 drive modes, going out for dinner with the family could take you to the great outdoors. But in a basic SUV, family outings might be a little predictable.
Welcome to Basic Town Burgers, home of the Basic Town Burger.
So why settle for ordinary when you could satisfy your taste for adventure? The Nissan Rogue. Far from basic.
Now, get a low $299 per month lease on the 2023 Nissan Rogue. Availability is limited. Shop at your local Nissan store or at nissanusa.com. For well-qualified customers, subject to NMAC credit approval, take from new dealer stock. See dealer for financing details. $39.69 initial payment for 36 months on 2023 Rogue S all-wheel drive. Excludes tax, title, license, and $650 acquisition fee. Disposition fee due at lease end. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. Ends 4/3/23.
If you need tires, think Town Fair Tire. Thinking name brands? We have them all. Thinking price? We beat the competitors. Free services? We have those too. For the guaranteed lowest price, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Headlines are next, but first, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston's home for sports is 95 The Sports Hub, a Beasley Media Group station. Sports Hub headlines.
After one period, the Bruins lead the Senators 2-1. David Krejci and Jake DeBrusk the goals for Boston. Elsewhere in the NHL, Maple Leafs and Islanders scoreless midway through the first period right now. The Canadiens lead the Lightning 2-0 after one. Rangers are up 1-0 on the Hurricanes after 20 minutes. The Predators, meanwhile, lead the Sabres 2-0 after the first period. Wild and Devils scoreless after one, while the Panthers and Flyers are tied at 1 after the first. The Capitals have jumped out to a 3-1 lead on the Blue Jackets late in the first period. Later on tonight, you got the Red Wings and the Blues getting underway in just a few minutes. And later tonight, the Flames take on the Ducks. Head down to TD Garden Thursday night to be there as the Bees take on the Montreal Canadiens at 7 p.m. Select tickets are still available to purchase. Visit bostonbruins.com/tickets to lock in your spot to all the original 6 action. Sports Up Headlines brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. No luck is needed to save on your next oil change. Visit newenglandoilchange.com for a Valvoline Instant Oil Change coupon. I'm Tim McCone. Jen and Bob have the second period next in the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
Hey fans, Peerless Boilers is here to assist you with your vital heat and hot water heating needs. Don't wait until it's too late and you have a leaking mess in the middle of winter. Learn more and find local installers today at peerlessboilers.com. And remember, Peerless Boilers, America's best built boilers.
Hey, DQ fans, do you ever want both onion rings and fries? Well, we have the answer. The Chicken Strip and Fry Rings Basket. Oh, get 2 of our legendary sides in one meal. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy taste good.
Granite City Electric Supply is proud to be celebrating 100 years of service in New England communities. With over 30 branches serving electrical contractors and their exclusive GCE Night Train overnight delivery, they've built their business on enduring relationships and delivering your supplies. More importantly, Granite City Electric customers always have access to over $50 million of local inventory at the click of a mouse or a tap of their finger. Visit GraniteCityElectric.com and celebrate 100 years with them.
And so, for over 100 years, the Oakers Company has been doing it all when it comes to technology in New England, including audiovisual, managed services, infrastructure, cabling, security, electrical, and more. In addition to cabling our Beasley Media Studios, Oakers installed a 75-inch TouchView interactive display panel in our conference room, complete with the PC module and video conferencing accessories. I love drawing up plays on TouchView, and you will too. So get your quote right now at touchview.com to learn more about all the divisions at the Oakers Company. Visit Oakers.com.
NHLShop.com, the official online store of the National Hockey League, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear, with unique one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics, Adidas, and all the latest styles for every NHL team. Don't miss out. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com, a Fanatics experience.
Hey, this is Jake DeBrusk, and I'm teaming up with Shaw's and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for Feeding the Puck for families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season to help score a goal, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation's Nourishing Neighbors initiative will donate funds and food to end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $200 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive. Locally, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation will be enabling a donation of $100 every time we feed the puck for a goal to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger. To learn more about feeding the puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Hi, I'm Patrice Bergeron. I've teamed up with Avidia Bank for Assists for Kids. Avidia donates $25 every Boston assist up to $30,000. And My Patrice's Pals also donates $7,000 to help Metro West Youth pay for hockey. Get details at avidiabank.com/giving. Avidia Bank, honest to goodness. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Welcome back to the first intermission at TD Garden. Bruins with a 2-1 lead over the Senators. Our first intermission interview is sponsored by TD Bank, and we're joined downstairs by the captain, Patrice Bergeron. Bergie, how did that timeout by Jim Montgomery help when the Bruins went on the 5-on-3?
Yeah, just to make sure we're making the plays and seeing what we wanted to accomplish on the 5-on-3. I think that was the purpose of it, and it was nice.
Bergie, the team has now scored power play goals in each of the last three. I know it's a little quiet there prior to that. Why is the puck movement a little bit better lately here in the man advantage?
Well, I think you just said it, I think we're moving the puck better quickly, and we just kind of get to the areas we want to get to, and we put a puck on net. I think, we were forcing plays too many times, and now we're back to being simple.
Last thing, as you look ahead to the second and the third, anything you want to adjust to or tighten up?
Be a little bit more on our toes and controlling the puck a little bit more.
Thanks, Bergie.
Thank you.
If you ask us, Bruins Nation feels like family, and TD Bank is proud to be a part of it. Member FDIC, TD Bank, NA. Both teams back on the ice. We're about ready to start the second period. Bruins on top 2-1.
Sure, interview the guy that just came off the ice after a shift and the end of a period. Let the guy catch his breath.
Mads Søgaard remains in net. Some of the Ottawa people noticed that he was talking to the athletic trainer just before he headed off the ice. Søgaard this year 11-5-4, and he was not planned to be up here. He's planned to be playing in Belleville in the American Hockey League.
Well, they have a few goalies that weren't planning to be up here.
As we mentioned, they've used 6. But Søgaard this year put up good numbers in the American Hockey League. There's a belief that the Senators could have gone out and gotten a goaltender at the trade deadline, but elected not to. Look out. Ullmark misplayed it out in front, and Stützle with a chance, and Ullmark recovers. Right point, Zub rockets one off the crossbar. And an interesting start here for the Bruins in the second. Out at center ice, here's Coyle. Over the line right side, closing on him is Giroux. The Senators back of their net, Zub. Met by Coyle out in front. Frederick, a backhand just wide of the near post.
Bertuzzi's able to get that puck out, but it went off of a skate, so he kind of handcuffed him a little bit, talking about Frederick out in front.
Now Coyle with a steal in the slot in the Bruins' end. Chipped it ahead to Frederick. Over the red line, over the blue line right side. Crisscrosses with Bertuzzi. To the right hash. Walking out in front. Here's Grzelcyk. Left circle. Shoots. Søgaard to save. The rebound over to the near side. And it's scooped up by Tkachuk. Tkachuk will fade back. The Bruins are going to change. We're just over a minute into the second period. Bruins 2, Senators 1. Now Pinto behind his net. Watched by Nosek. He'll rim it over to the far side.
Yeah, Ullmark's usually pretty sure-handed with that puck, as we've seen this year, but that time, puck got away from him.
Bruins skid the puck up the right side all the way down. We got an icing call here in the Bruins.
Well, it's another icing call sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka. Enjoy the game with a glass of Tito's on ice. Tito's cocktail of the week is the Bee's Bloody Mary. For tonight's recipe, go to 985thesportshub.com.
Face-off right circle, the Bruins end. 18:35 left here in the second. Bruins 2, Senators 1.
You were looking for a Bloody Mary the other day, weren't you, Judd, in the afternoon game?
Oh, yes. Wouldn't that have been nice? Right point. Hamonic a drive. A pad save made by Ullmark. Back of the net, it's cranked up to the left point. And Chychrun with a drive, and it's gloved by Omar.
I think there were a few Sabres fans that were looking for Bloody Marys during that game.
I think they were looking for something a little stronger. Both teams are going to change. Jacob Chychrun acquired at just before the trade deadline by the Ottawa Senators for a first-round pick in 2023 and a second-round pick in 2024 and a second in 2026. I think there were a lot of people that felt that Pierre Dorion, not necessarily a bargain, but certainly got it for less than what the advertised price seemed to be. Puck backhanded to the right point. Hamonic a drive, and that slides just wide of the right post. Chychrun is an Ottawa native, and he's got a lot of family that are still in town, so he's excited to be there. Now DeBrusk with a drive. Stick save made by Sogard. Ottawa turns over the puck. Hamonic tied up Bergeron, and now exiting is DeBrincat up on the line left side to the far circle. Sent it left of the cage, and Batherson's drive goes over the glass.
Fans, when planning your next commercial construction project, consult Timberline Construction, a team that will fully embrace your vision and do whatever it takes to make it a reality. Visit TimberlineConstruction.com. Timberline Construction of New England, exceptional, no exceptions.
Part of the reason the price was so high on Chychrun was not only the talent, but his age. He's only 24.
And contract.
And he's got 2 more years on his contract at a very reasonable number.
I think he helps solidify this team here moving forward. We talked about this a lot, Judd, right? I don't know if he was kind of the answer for a playoff or a cup contending team at this time of his career. You know, I think he's going to be good. He already is good, and he's going to get better.
Pasternak shoots. Sogard to save the rebound to Grzelcyk. Left corner Grzelcyk centers. Zaka knotted up. Muscled it to the near side. Grzelcyk pumped it back in the net. Here's Pasternak. Wraps it out in front. Sogard a stick save. Krejci racing for it, and it's hacked out to the neutral zone by Gambrell. Now back in the Bruins end, it's McAvoy. Stick handles, dished it over to the near side. Grzelcyk. Ottawa making some changes on the fly as it's drilled down low by Krejci. Zaka hammered it over to the near wall. Pasternak swings to the near side. Krejci. Left point, Orlov. Orlov feeds to the near side. Pasternak into the slot. You had Orlov cycling down low.
He wanted the return, Pat. He wanted the give and go.
He's got it left of the net. Orlov spins to the dot. Now up to the left point. He'll chop it to the near side. Krejci jammed against the wall by Kastelik. Near corner Shabbat. Hip checked against the boards by Zaka. And now Brandstrom with it. He'll bank it out to center ice, but the Bruins grab it. Along the near side, Orlov will turn away. Sends it back in his own zone. Bruins bank it ahead. Frederick. Ottawa gets a couple of guys off the ice.
The D are still out there, though.
And that's Brandstrom working against the much bigger Charlie Coyle. Bertuzzi dives in. Shabbat got it ahead. And the Senators will exit. They'll drive it to the left of the Bruins net. Cut off by Lindholm. And Ottawa can complete its changes. Puck sent up the middle. Here's Coyle. He'll swerve to the right, out to center ice, fed it up the middle. It deflects to Frederick. He'll sweep it down low. We played 4 minutes here in the second, 2 on Bruins. Senators turn it over, out in front. Oh, Frederick was wide open.
Sogar got a stick down on it.
Right point, Frederick. Long wrister deflected by Coyle to the near side. Lindholm's got it. Left corner, his centering feed ricochet to the far side. Kachuk will head the other way. He'll drill it up the middle. A step for Giroux into the slot. Shoots. Olmark the save. Left point. Grabbed by Sanderson, feeds to the left point. Giroux a drive, chest save made by Omar, trying to retrieve the puck, and he's got it as Kachuk gets locked up with Carlo. And now everybody starts to settle down.
Well, Giroux got going through the neutral zone. Nobody was able to catch him, so he gets behind the D on this pass. And it's Carlo coming across. It's a little bit of a piece of him, maybe to slow this shot up, but Giroux takes the pass off his skate as he's going up the ice. Good save, though, made by Omar. After the Bruins had good puck possession in that offensive end, a couple shifts in a row.
Giroux, 28 goals, 68 points for the Senators this year. He's got a couple of goals against the Bruins. Face off far circle, the Bruins end. Off the draw, the Senators have it. Sanderson fanned on his wrister toward the net. Far side, rocket shot of it coming in from Batherson, shrugged off by Omar. And out comes Marchand, 2-on-2 with DeBrusk. He'll drive it into the right corner. It spins over to the near side. McAvoy pitches to the left corner. Marchand gloves it. Got knocked down by DeBrincat. Marchand was in a vulnerable position. Left point. McAvoy to the right point. Chiseled down low. Here's DeBrusk right of the cage. Holds on his backhand. Flicked it out in front. Collected by McAvoy. He'll leave it near side. High cycle going to DeBrusk. Right circle. It's McAvoy to the dot. Shoots deflected. Oh, Marchand an open net. And he sent it wide. A lot of chaos going on deep in the Ottawa end as they'll drive it up right wing back into the Bruins zone.
Wide open. He was bothered down low, though. He wasn't able to tap that puck home, but he was open on that backdoor play. Wide open net.
Clifton up the right side at center ice. Dish to the middle. Pastrnak sprints over the line. Directed to the near point. Rister deflected behind the net. Scooped up by Hamonic. Banks it ahead. Pastrnak was reading it, but it hit a leg and bounces out. Bruins reload. Krejci. Dish to the left corner. Zacha dives down. Krejci's got it at the near hash. Slid it up top. Orlov, here it comes! And the stop made by Sogard as he extended the left leg.
Good rebound there, but nobody able to find it.
Just under 14 minutes left in the second. Bruins 2, Senators 1. Senators fan out. Everybody's in the neutral zone. One zone away from Chychrun. He just has to fire at the length. It's deflected in, and the Bruins will head the other way. Here's Clifton center circle. Angling right at the red line. Squeezes it past to Hathaway. Now Brandstrom to the near corner. Zub sent it up the near side and out to center ice. Bruins will set it up back in their own zone. It's Carlo. He'll fire it up right wing. Bruins got a piece of it. Back of the net. Brandstrom flushed out of there by Nosek. And along the near side, Watson will lob it back to the far circle to Bruins end. Carlo twists a backhand around to the near side. Watson, who leads the league in majors with 12, sent it up the right side. And just onto the ice, Stützle had it picked off. Lauko chugs for it, right circle, a backhand. He sent short side and wide. Left point now, Lindholm. Had his shot blocked by Stützle. Out at center ice, Giroux gets behind everybody. The Bruins hustle to catch up and poke check it away. What a job by DeBrusk.
Bruins were getting a change when that puck got turned over at the offensive blue line. DeBrusk and Lauko both coming back on it. It was DeBrusk who was able to catch Giroux.
And then DeBrusk just finished his check on Sanderson. He's able to stay with it and get it out to center ice. Sent to the right corner of the Bruins end. Far corner, it's Tkachuk, fanned on his centering feed. McAvoy banked it ahead. DeBrusk into the shift, couldn't hold on to it. Wobbles back into the Ottawa end. Now Hamonic, near corner of his own zone. Dished up the right side, drilled into the neutral zone, deflected just inside the Bruins line. Shabbat poke checked away by Clifton. Bruins rim it behind their net. Here's Grizzly. Slams it up the middle. Frederick up on the line left side. Flat-footed at the blue line was Marchand.
He's
and
at the
now
end of the
countering.
shift.
It's DeBrincat over the line far side. Cuts out in front. Couldn't get the shot away. Sent it out in front. And Olmark, the stick save he holds. With 11:53 left here in the second. Bruins 2, Senators 1 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
Hey, Zoe here, and if you're a plumber, pipe fitter, or in the piping trades, then you need to call my friends at Charles D. Sheehy for any of your product needs. Sheehy's staff is ready to get you the piping and mechanical products that you need on site and on time. Call today for more information. Sheehy is driven to deliver.
Don't wait for tax season to get a boost to your bank account. At FindMassMoney.com, there's over $3 billion just waiting to be claimed. 1 in 10 people have unclaimed cash from things like forgotten bank accounts, stock certificates, payroll, refund checks, insurance proceeds, and more. FindMassMoney.com is free and easy to use. So what are you waiting for? I found my money, and so can you. Visit FindMassMoney.com and see if you can get an extra boost to your bank account.
Hey, it's Maz for Window Nation. In New England, energy prices have increased over 20% since last year, but it isn't too late to do something to fix your high energy bills. Beat the spring rush with the last month of off-season pricing at Window Nation. You can get 2 free windows with every 2 you buy with 0 down payment, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 24 months. Go with the window company that has installed nearly 2 million windows by installers with over a decade of experience, only using top-of-the-line installation materials. Call 866-90-NATION or go to windownation.com.
Book your New Jersey summer vacation. Go for beaches and boardwalks and entertaining destinations, whether relaxing at the shore or climbing high in the Skylands. Create your escape at visitnj.org/book now.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Brad Marchand, Hampus Lindholm with the assist on the Bruins' last goal. That was scored by Jake DeBrusk in the first period, and with those feeds, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation donates another $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help fight food insecurity. Learn more about Feeding the Puck for families at 985thesportshub.com/feed the puck. And what a back check by Jake DeBrusk on his last shift.
I was going to say, as impressive as the goal was, that was a heck of a back check right there on Claude Giroux, who had a partial breakaway. And Lauko and DeBrusk were the first ones coming back on it. It was DeBrusk who ends up breaking up the play.
Face-off near circle, the Bruins end. Fished out of there by the Bruins. Hustling up the left side is Orlov. And it's gloved out of midair by Batherson, sent deep into the Bruins zone. Orlov near circle, drills it up right wing. Bertuzzi had it poke checked away. Clifton to the near circle of the zone, and pivoting is Orlov. He'll wheel up the middle. Accelerates over the line left side. Feeds to the right circle. Hathaway just busted through all by himself. Far side Hathaway. And his pass to the middle blocked. Out at center ice. The rush broken up by the Bruins, brought in by Hathaway near point. Leaves it for Nosek. His shot blocked into the slot. Pounded on net. Hathaway digging away. Out in front, Bertuzzi chopping at that puck. Sogard's down and shoveled to the near side. It's mayhem out there. And it's fired up from long range by Bertuzzi. Gobbled up by Sogard as Hathaway gets involved out in front.
Well, Bertuzzi's just got to be wondering, what do I got to do to bury one of these? He had a couple whacks at this after the initial shot got blocked on its way in. Bertuzzi had the first chance. He's going to get a second whack right at the top of the blue paint, just trying to battle there. That puck came down and free. It just hit Sogard. I think Hathaway had the last opportunity. There was at least 3 chances there on Sogard during that whole sequence, and he was able to keep that puck out. Bertuzzi, I was watching, he was playing on that line with the fourth line, but that was because Marchand had gotten stuck out there on a long shift just prior to the commercial timeout. That was Bertuzzi's shift.
Face off near circle in the Ottawa end. Off the draw, it's wedged to the left corner in the Ottawa zone. Shabbat couldn't handle it. Right point, it's McAvoy, tees it up. Sogard the save. Left point, Grzelcyk. He'll pound it back of the net. Zacha over to the near circle on his backhand. Sent it across the goal mouth, and Krejci chipped it wide. Near point, Grzelcyk feeds to the far side. A little open room for McAvoy. Tried to center. That got blocked. And it's scooped up by Kastelik. Just got it out to center ice. Nearly kept in by the Bruins. Brought back in by Pasternak. Up top, Krejci. His spinning backhand pass picked off by Kastelik, who will slide into the far corner of the Bruins zone. Grzelcyk scoots in to get it. Up the right side. Hits the brakes. Snapped it to his partner McAvoy. Ottawa making changes. We're halfway through the second. Neither team has scored this period. 2-1 Bruins. Marchand flicked it down the right wing boards. Picked off by Sanderson. He'll go rink wide to Zub. And now it's driven high to the right corner by Brassard. Brassard locked in a battle, right circle. Gambrell a drive, and Olmark the save. Gambrell, who opened the scoring, spins near side. At the right point, he'll fire it to the hash marks, and the Bruins paddle it up right wing, can't get it out. Gambrell shoots. Grzelcyk knocked it out of midair with the shaft of his stick. And here's Carlo with it. Banks it ahead. Marchand catches. Feeds to the middle, and Bergeron 1-on-3. His shot gloved by Sogard, who will hold it for a face-off. Will take a timeout. 9:32 left here in the second. Bruins 2, Senators 1 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2023 Honda CR-V Hybrid or 2023 Accord Hybrid. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Looking for versatile equipment you can depend on all year long? What about innovative technologies to improve site safety and efficiency? Or maybe you only need a specialized machine for a short-term rental? No matter what you need, Milton Cat, SciTech Northeast, and Milton Rents have you covered for integrated job site solutions. With locations across Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont, we'll be there for your early mornings, overnight shifts, and every time in between.
From the electricity out on the ice to the roar of the crowd in the stands, there's nothing quite like Bruins hockey. And this season, you can be there live to cheer them on. As the official ticketing partner of the Boston Bruins and the NHL, Ticketmaster has you covered with the largest selection of seats at a wide variety of price points. So get off the couch and get into the stands. Grab great seats to see the Bruins today at Ticketmaster.com/Bruins.
For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2023 Honda CR-V Hybrid or 2023 Accord Hybrid. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Tucker and Rich, morning 6 to 10 on the Sports Hub.
Purchase raffle tickets for a chance to win a limited edition Marshy print, which represents the many facets of Brad Marchand and embodies the essence of his fierceness and passions in life, and is signed by Brad Marchand and the artist Glenn McMinn. All proceeds from the raffle will benefit Jake Tebow's future and his road to recovery after suffering paralysis. Visit BruinsRaffles.com to purchase your tickets for a chance to win. Face-off right circle in the Ottawa end. Gambrell opened the scoring for Ottawa in the first, and the Bruins countered with goals from Krejci and DeBrusk. Bruins win the draw. Fed to the far side. Carlo ripped it back of the net. DeBrusk chases down low. Spun around Giroux. Held in by Lindholm. Right point. Carlo tees it up. That got blocked out in front, and it knocks down Chychrun. Far side now. Bergeron. Far circle. It's Marchand centered. Looking back door for DeBrusk. It hit a leg. And now Stützle.
Chychrun's trying to get off the ice. They just pass him the puck, and he's in a lot of pain.
He's had all sorts of injuries throughout his career. He's averaged during his NHL career only playing 56 games a season. Stützle, upright wing over the red line. He's had shoulder issues. He's had knee problems. But when he's healthy, what a terrific talent. Sent out in front of the Bruins net. Ullmark was able to deaden it. 8:45 left here in the second. Bruins 2 and the Senators 1. Off the turnover, Batherson brought it in. Bruins crank it up the left side out to center ice. It's bounced back into the Bruins zone. Stützle's going to head off and change. And now Lindholm. Rockets one ahead off of Bertuzzi's stick. Played with the right leg pad into the near corner for the Senators' end. Frederick chugging after. Back of the net, Coyle. Sanderson can't hold him up. Along the near side, Bertuzzi chopped it left of the cage. Sanderson will try the far side. He runs into Bertuzzi. And now Pinto gave it away to Frederick, right hash. To Coyle, shoots, blocked. He kicked to the stick. And now DeBrincat wheeling the other way. 3-on-2 over the line high slot. Poke check, sent out in front. Diving was Coyle to get that puck out of danger. Heading north is Frederick. Around a check, squeezes the puck out to center ice. Frederick's going to head off. It's bounced into the Bruins zone. Left point, out of the left circle. Gambrell shoots, gloved by Ullmark, who got a clean look at it. And we'll have a stop.
Fans, Peerless Boilers is here to assist you with your heat and hot water needs. Don't wait until it's too late and you have a leaking mess. Find your local installer at peerlessboilers.com. And remember, Peerless Boilers, America's best built boilers.
Looked like that puck hit Chychrun on the outside of the right foot. Chychrun this year, 2 goals, 4 points in 10 games with the Senators, after collecting 28 points in 36 games with Arizona. Krejci taps the stick. He'll lean for the faceoff left circle in the Bruins end. Bruins win the draw. Fired up the far side. Knocked out by Brassard. It's sent off the post by the Senators' Gregg. And now the Bruins get it back. Feed it up the middle. Here's Pastrnak with a step. A backhand. Knocked down by Sogard. And then he gloves his own rebound. 7:28 left here in the second. Bruins 2, Senators 1.
Well, a couple good looks. That was off a face-off there that Ottawa had that chance for Gregg right in the slot. Went glove side that time on Ullmark. And then the Bruins quickly, Pastrnak just takes off up the middle of the ice. He's got that, that hockey sense. And, okay, I can go right now, try to get behind the D, catch them sleeping. And Ottawa was able to angle him off a little bit, but still got a really good, dangerous backhand away.
Now Sogard has the mask off. And he's talking right now to Kendrick Nicholson, one of the referees, as he puts the mask back on. Ridley Gregg making his NHL debut this year. This is only his 15th game. He's another youngster, 20 years old. A late first-round pick of the Senators back in 2020. His dad, Mark, played parts of 10 seasons in the National Hockey League. Puck hammered to the far side, held in by the Bruins for a minute. Now it's popped out. Over the line, left side, Patrick Brown, acquired at the trade deadline from the Flyers. It's sent back of the net. The former BC Eagle cranked it to the far hash. Shabbat swings it behind the net. Olmark went down, lost his stick, but the puck went behind the net, and the Bruins drive it out to center ice. Now fire it back in. Zaka's got it. Zaka center circle. A right wing feed. I don't know if McAvoy expected
He was going off the ice.
But he paddled it down low. Now Zaka tries to one-hand it out in front. Scooped up by Shabbat. Leads it up the left side to Watson. Watson at the red line. Deflects it to the right corner. And the Bruins and the Senators change. A little time and room here for Lindholm. He'll carry it up the left side. Angled against the wall by Giroux. Sent a pass ahead. Rejected away. Lindholm gets it back. Along the near side, it got knotted up with the linesman skate, and the Bruins will set it up back in their own zone. It's Carlo. Flips to his partner left side, Lindholm. Now to Nosek. Tapped it to the middle. Lauko high slot. Bumps it near side. And poke checked away. Hustling the other way. Here's Tkachuk over the line, right side of the right circle. Shoots. Olmark the save. Gave a rebound. Tkachuk swept it out in front. It's redirected, and Olmark with the left leg. Right circle, Tkachuk swings it across. Nosek deflects it far corner. Chikrin bumped. Swings it back of the net. Chopped out in front. Here's Lauko with it. The Bruins with numbers 3-on-2. Lauko races in. Feeds over to the near side. Hathaway to the circle. Send it into the slot. Hathaway out in front. Had his feet taken out in the puck. Glides to Sogard as Lauko gets involved with some of the Senators.
That's Hamonic.
5:46 left here in the second. Bruins 2, Senators 1. They haven't put the light on, but my guess is we're going to take a break, and that is going to be the case. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
Unicare has teamed up with Charlie Coyle, the State Police Association of Mass, the Professional Firefighters of Mass, and the Bruins Radio Network for face-offs for first responders to highlight the mental health resources available to our first responder community. Get details at 985thesportshub.com/first responders.
You ain't seen nothing.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get up and get into Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years straight. Like the Ford F-150 or the all-new Ford Super Duty. Or check out Ford Maverick and Ford Ranger pickups. So get into Ford Truck Month and see what a built Ford Tough truck can do for you. There's a great selection in stock and ready for delivery today. Based on 1977 to 2022 calendar year total sales.
When it comes to getting the guaranteed lowest price on Falcon tires, there's only one place to go, Town Fair Tire. And when it comes to getting more free services for life than anywhere else on Falcon tires, there's only one place to go, Town Fair Tire. So when you're in the market for the best deal on Falcon tires, get to Town Fair, because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean absolutely nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
If you ask us, Bruins Nation feels like family. A big and bad, loud and loyal family. And TD Bank is proud to be a part of it. It's good to have the family together again. TD Bank. Unexpectedly human.
Woo!
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Bruins 2, Senators 1. Face-off left circle in the Ottawa end. All the goals coming in the first. Dylan Gambrell, his second of the season at 8:55. And David Krejci scoring on a 5-on-3 power play, his 15th at 11:33. And then Jake DeBrusk at 15:52 with his 23rd off a fabulous dish by Brad Marchand.
Both teams have been close here this period. Nothing to show for it. Hathaway had an opportunity there, but out at the other end, Tkachuk tried to make a pass, banked off a couple of bodies, and Olmark had to be sharp with the left pad. Ottawa has a post this period.
Brad Marchand talking to one of the linesmen about something. They're doing some ice repairs at the right inside hash mark in the Ottawa end. Bergeron in for the draw. He'll take it against Pinto. Will centerman gets set. The puck squirts up the middle. Ottawa's got it, and out they come to Brinket. Snapped it over the line, looking for Pinto. He had a step. Guess who picked it off?
They've had some good back checks this period.
Puck drilled into the Bruins zone, controlled by McAvoy. He'll feather it up the right side to Marchand. Drives it down the right wing boards. It wobbles to the right corner. DeBrusk finished his check on Zub. Over to the near side, Bergeron prevents Pinto from exiting the zone. Left corner now, Marchand left of the cage. Back of the net, escapes Sanderson to the slot. Bergeron shoots. Sogard the save. Bergeron's going to head off the ice and change. Picked out of midair by Coyle. Trying to dish it to himself, but it floats to the near side, and Zub flings it in. It just got into the trapezoid, and Olmark paddles it up the left side and out to center ice. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the second. Bruins 2, Senators 1. Heading into the action, Ottawa trying to see if they can fight to get themselves into a playoff position. This puck is whistled to the far side. It came in 6 points behind the Florida Panthers, who at last check were losing in Philadelphia. Frederick guides the puck down the right wing boards. He's got it far hash to Coyle, over-skated. And we've got a penalty behind the play. We got too many men. What do we have here?
Boston, bench minor penalty, too many men on the ice.
Good call by you.
4:28 left here in the second. Bruins 2 and the Senators 1.
I counted 3 defensemen on the ice, so that's where the mistake happened. Yeah, 3 guys hopped on the ice for the Bruins on the defensive side of things. Jim Montgomery said, whoa.
Bruins haven't taken a lot of bench minors here this season. The Ottawa Senators tied for the league lead in that category.
2 guys go off the ice, 3 guys hop on. You do the math.
Face off far circle in the Bruins zone. So now you got to deal with this deadly Ottawa power play. Up by a goal. Bruins win the draw, and it's sailed all the way down by Orlov. For the Senators, this is only their second chance with the power play. Scoreless with their first to brink at center circle. Gave it away at the blue line as Bergeron easily was able to steal it, fire it down, and now Marchand back of the net. Knocked down. He was losing his edge as Sanderson stepped into him. DeBrincat will wheel the other way.
Marchand a little shaken up there as he goes to the bench.
And slap it up the left side all the way down. Hopefully he's okay. He's definitely in some discomfort.
Went into the boards awkwardly as he lost his balance.
Now the Senators will carry it ahead. Bruins shirt for another minute 15. Tyler Bertuzzi serving. Batherson. Again, he leads Ottawa here on the power play. Along the near side, the Bruins get to it, can't pump it out. Right point, Sanderson. Flips to the right point to Brinket. Leaves along the near side, Stützle. He's got an option backdoor in the captain, Brady Tkachuk. Far side to Brinket. Centers deflected through the goal mouth. Right hash, Stützle, right of the cage. DeBrusk sent it out in front. Or Tkachuk sent it out in front. Blockered aside by Olmark.
Brinket picked that out of the air on the rebound.
Stützle right circle. Stützle right of the net. Bumped out in front. Drilled over the crossbar by Batherson. Oh, he wired it.
That's a nice passing play, though.
And it's deflected out of midair by Coyle and back out to center ice. Half a minute to go.
D have to stay. It's going to be Orlov and Carlos still out there.
Not anymore as DeBrusk deflects this over the bench glass. And we'll have a stop and play. 25 seconds left on this Ottawa power play. 2:52 left here in the second period.
Now, Olmark made that save as DeBrincat picked it out of there. So Tkachuk takes it strong to the front of the net. Gets the first chance. Olmark tries to paddle that puck out of the way, or out from the front of the net, and DeBrincat picks it right out of the air.
DeBrincat last year with the Blackhawks had 41 goals. He's well behind that pace. He's got 21. He'll be a restricted free agent at season's end.
There was some rumors that they might move him, but then Pierre Dorian said, nope, not trading him.
Face off in front of the Ottawa bench. Senators win it. Here's Shabbat. Collects over the red line. He'll whip it down low over to the far side. Chikrin sent it up top. Right point, Shabbat fades back. Flings it across. Left point faking is Chikrin. Chikrin's got it. His shot blocked. Gets it back. Hathaway's the guy who absorbed it. Chikrin center point. Chikrin now gets a return feed center point again. It's shot out in front, and Olmark the save on the high tip. Oh, and then Brassard a little tug as he took exception to something Hathaway did.
Hathaway gave him a little whack first. So, one thing we really haven't talked about, Judd, with Ottawa, there's a lot of moving parts with them. They're up for sale. They lost their owner last year. The family of that owner is looking to sell. They've got some bids out there. They're looking for a new arena. There's a lot of moving parts here with this team, and how they proceed kind of going forward when this sale finally gets finalized. Are they going to have the land to build a new arena and the funding? They have the land. I guess it's just the funding now, right?
I'm not exactly sure what's going on because there were all sorts of twists and turns to that story. Center circle, it's Nosek. Bruins back at full strength. Pasternak centers looking for Krejci, picked off. But they are well into the sale process as they've narrowed down the bidders. And apparently the National Hockey League is looking for a price tag of at least $900 million. Along the near side, it's Krejci. He'll flip it ahead. Set up by Zacha back in his own zone, but the Bruins turn it over. Pinto bumps it far side, and the shot, shoulder save made by Olmark. Along the far wall, Batherson sent it up to the left point. Now to the right point, Shabbat, forced up high by Pasternak to dump it down the right wing board. Slap back to the net, far corner, Giroux. Relays it up top. Chikrin, back to Giroux. Saucers, Chikrin shoots, blocked by Pasternak. Shabbat down low. 1:25 left here in the second. Bruins up 2-1. Puck rimmed over to the near side. It's Chikrin at the right hash. Chikrin flipped it to the right corner. Gets around Krejci.
The Bruins have had a few shifts like this, especially in this period. But
now they turn it over again, and the one-timer by Giroux. Stick save made by Olmark, and he angles it off the surface.
Pasternak actually half-heartedly trying to break his stick as he goes to the bench right now. Not happy with that attempted play into the middle. So good pressure by Ottawa. A couple good opportunities. One-timers. Bruins turn that puck over. Kachuk picks off the attempted pass from Pasternak, trying to get it out of the zone. Good shot from the left wing side, but Olmark has been rock solid here in this period. I mean, he turned the puck over first shift of this period, but he's made some terrific saves as well.
Ottawa with 37 shots thus far in the game. Hamonic with a drive. That's over the crossbar.
A little different than yesterday, huh?
Quite a bit different. Over the line right side, here's Marchand. To the left circle, Lindholm walks in, shoots, and Sogard the save as he came out to challenge.
Well, Lindholm will be a little frustrated with himself on that shot. He put it right into the midsection. Coming in, a nice passing play. Gets his pass coming late. And he's got some time and space into the left wing circle.
Big save for the Senators with 52 seconds left in the second. Bruins 2, Senators 1. Bergeron digs down. He's got Connor Clifton behind him. Bergeron wins the draw. Clifton fires off of Gambrell and into the far corner. It's Orlov right of the net. Gives to Marchand. Back to Orlov right of the cage. To Marchand right corner. Kastelik tried to outmuscle him for the puck. Marchand's got it. Swept up top by Bergeron into the right corner. Sanderson backhands it over to the near side. Picked off by Orlov. Near circle, Marchand shoots, and it's gloved by Sogard down on his knees. And he'll hold.
Fans, for every goal the Bruins score this season, Tito's Handmade Vodka will donate $100 to the Animal Rescue League of Boston, up to $10,000.
Face-off near circle in the Senators' end with 26 seconds left here in the middle frame. Frederick coming out with Charlie Coyle and Tyler Bertuzzi. McAvoy and Grzelcyk on the back end. Coyle will dig down and kicks the draw over to the near side, but jumping in is Batherson. He'll accelerate center circle. Over the line right side. Shoots. Hallmark the save, and he gets the rebound away from DeBrincat in the far circle. Puck bounced back into the Ottawa end. Bertuzzi had it scraped to the near corner with 10. Along the near side, Frederick holds with 5. Centered. McAvoy had it stripped. 3. Senators coming the other way. And DeBrincat's going to run out of time as he sent it to the right circle looking for Batherson. And we have played 40 minutes. Neither team able to score in that second period. At the end of 2, Bruins 2 and the Senators 1. Here's and I will bring you back for the second intermission in a moment on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
Just add the Wendy's app to your phone and get an offer for a free 10-piece with purchase. Yep, it's raining nugs again. One app, all the... Ow! Wendy's.
Limited time at participating Wendy's. New users only. Account registration required. Terms apply.
Get moving in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance. Honda, the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2023 Honda CR-V hybrid or 2023 Accord hybrid.
Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today.
See dealer for financing details based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
Look down at your dashboard. Is that change oil light lit up and giving you a sinking feeling? A fear of being without your car for hours on end and getting overcharged and underserved? That's oil change-anxiety. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car and we change your oil in about 15 minutes. Fight oil change-anxiety at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Goalie Jeremy Swayman here to remind you that I've teamed up with UFOs this season to bring you Kick Saves for Cancer. For every save made by a Bruins goalie, UFOs will donate $10 to the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute here in Boston. What if our next save ends cancer? To date, UFOs has donated over $3 million for patient care and cancer research at Dana-Farber, and they're just getting started. Visit UFOs.com today, that's OOFOS.com, to learn more about the goal of finding a cure. It's a beauty.
Bruins hockey is back, and 98.5 The Sports Hub and the Bruins Radio Network are proud to welcome the following partners. A Video Bank. They've teamed up again this season with Patrice Bergeron for Assists for Kids to help Metro West area youth hockey players with the high cost of hockey with new gear and funds. A Video Bank. Honest to goodness, member FDIC, member DIF. DQ and the DQ Chicken Strip Basket. Served with fries, Texas toast, and your favorite dip. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good. Thank you from the home of the Bruins. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
At the 98.5 The Sports Hub Studios and beyond, IBEW Local 103 and Nika Greater Boston Contractors are powering Titletown and helping to bring the best in sports radio. Whether you're looking for the highest quality electrical work for your next project or you're looking for a great new career where you can work where you live, be sure to reach out to IBEW Local 103 and Nika, proud partners of 98.5 The Sports Hub. Visit thepowerprofessionals.com for more information.
Mass General Brigham Sports Medicine. Top specialists who understand your athletic dreams, goals, and the need to get back to them. Together, we'll write your comeback story. Visit massgeneralbrigham.org/sports to start yours today.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Welcome back to the TD Garden. After 2 periods of play, the Bruins lead the Senators by the score of 2-1. We're joined downstairs by Bruins center Tomáš Nosek. Tomáš, just in terms of their power play, you're a big part of the penalty killing for the Bruins. What makes that power play so dangerous for them?
They got pretty skilled players. They move the puck well, and they are in the right spot, so it's tough to defend sometimes. But our goalie makes pretty good saves, and he held us in the lead.
With the 2-1 lead here, 5-on-5, what have you liked about what your team has done, and what can you guys do a little bit better here in the third?
I think it's simple. If we manage the puck well, we didn't turn the puck over. We're having chances. We're in their zone, and if we start turning the puck over and didn't move puck well, and then it's we're struggling. So we just need to keep things simple and and focus on our end, and we'll be good.
The last question for you. It's been a handful of games now between you, Garnett, and Jacob Lauko over on that left wing. What do you like most about what your line can bring?
Yeah, I think we can defend pretty good, and if we can create something, and Laux and Had, they're pretty good on forecheck, so I think we can create some chaos in their zone too, and set up other lines for offensive zone shift, so stuff like that.
Thanks, Tomas. We appreciate your time.
Thanks.
Welcome to the GP Intermission Show with their #1 global employment platform. GP makes it easy to find, hire, and build great teams anywhere in the world in days instead of months. Go to g-p.com. Well, both these goaltenders have been really busy thus far in the game. Linus Ullmark in particular in that second period.
He's made 36 saves. The Bruins have given up 37 shots on goal through 2 periods. And Ottawa played last night. So this is, you just heard Tomas Nosek say it, and I think it plagued them in the first period. It certainly led to Ottawa's only goal here in this game, and that's the turnover part of it. The turnover that the Bruins have gotten themselves into some trouble on. You've seen some players go back to the bench a little frustrated with themselves and some of the turnovers that they've had, and they realize that when they get going on the offensive end, it's fun to watch them because they can really get they get the D involved so much, and they're active in that offensive end. They're protecting pucks, they're getting pucks to the net. Sogard has made some big saves here in this game, but for a Bruins team to give up 37 shots through 2 periods. Now, they're not all dangerous ones, but there's been several of them that have been. A post by Greg right in the slot area. A couple chances for Giroux walking in. Great back checks on a couple of occasions to prevent good opportunities. But, the Bruins know that, this is one where, look, we need to be way better on that defensive side of the puck and on managing the pocket and not giving them that momentum going forward. Ottawa's good when they get in that offensive end. They can zip the puck around. They get guys involved. They've got guys who can make plays down there, and they've done it. And if you feed that transition and if you feed them with unforced turnovers, you're just playing into their hands to get going back the other way. But Ullmark, he had a little bit of a funny moment right in the first shift of that second period where he lost control of a puck. He's usually very sure-handed when he goes back to play a puck, but he mishandled it. Next thing you know, Ottawa's getting a good chance out of it. But he had to be excellent that period, and throughout half of the first and certainly through the second.
Timeouts and clock management are something that typically gets talked about a little bit more in the NBA or in the NFL. In the National Hockey League, coaches only get 1 timeout. Jim Montgomery used it early, and it may have made a difference.
Yeah, so the Bruins get a 5-on-3. They had approximately a minute on a 5-on-3. And usually you don't see the coach use it that early in a game, but Jim Montgomery used it, and that was partway through the first period. It's great when it pays off and your guys end up getting one. And that was, I don't know if that's what was designed, but eventually they said, we're going to get this puck to the net. That's Lindholm. Nice entry. Bergeron back to the point to Lindholm. Lindholm is a left shot. He's over on the right side. He's going to get himself to the middle of the ice. He's got Bergeron going to the front. He's got Krejci converging from one side. He's got, Pastrnak maybe from another side, or Marchand, I should say, from another side. And this shot comes through, and there's a save made, but it's through a screen. There's a rebound there, and Krejci crashes the net coming from the left. And sometimes that's the best play. It's not always, especially when you have the 5-on-3. You're try to work it around to get that really perfect shot. But they were able to outnumber Ottawa down low on that goal.
And then it was a sweet feed by Brad Marchand, which put the Bruins in front.
Great pass in the first period there. That puck gets going through the middle of the ice. Lindholm starts the play and gets this puck eventually over to the right wing side to Marchand, who just DeBrusk was involved in the neutral zone as well, but DeBrusk blows by everybody going down the left wing, and Marchand's able to find him, hit him in stride, and what a move to finish it off by Jake DeBrusk. Also had a great back check there in the second period.
Scoring summary. All the goals coming in the first game. Brell, his second at 8:55, 1-0 Ottawa. Krejci is 15th. That's a goal in the 5-on-3 at 11:33 from Bergeron and Lindholm. And then DeBrusk put the Bruins in front, his 23rd from Marchand and Lindholm at 15:52. Shots at the end of 2 in favor of the Senators, 37-26. Ottawa with 21 shots to the Bruins, 15 in the second period. On the power play, the Sens 0 for 2 and the Bruins 1 for 2. Music of the Game is brought to you by Live Nation. This summer, they're coming Coming back for you, Guns N' Roses live, North America 2023, August 21st at Fenway Park. Get tickets now at redsox.com/Guns N' Roses. Tim McCone has your Sports Hub headlines next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
Hi, it's Wallach for Window Nation. In New England, energy prices have increased over 20% since last year. It isn't too late to do something to fix your high energy bills. Beat the spring rush with the last month of off-season pricing at Window Nation. Get 2 windows free with every 2 you buy with 0 down payment, 0 monthly payments, and pay 0 interest for 24 months. Go with the window company that's installed nearly 2 million windows by installers with over a decade of experience using only top-of-the-line installation materials. Call 866-90Nation or go to windownation.com.
Esports organization Sentinels continue to have one of the most interesting Valorant teams in the world, but not for reasons you would think. For the past few weeks, there has been drama surrounding substitute player Hunter Sick Mims. At first, it was for relationship drama, but now the player has been arrested at a Ferrari dealership. The official charge was criminal trespassing, and Sick could be facing a 180-day jail term. Should he still have a place on the roster?
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
When inflation is this high, we all become pros at finding creative ways to save on everyday items, right? That's why I've got to tell you about Upside. Upside is an incredible app for anyone who buys gas, groceries, or dines out. With Upside, I'm not getting slammed by inflated prices because I get cash back on every purchase. To get started, just download the free Upside app and use promo code KEYNETWORK to get 25 cents or more back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's promo code KEYNETWORK. Get cash back today with Upside.
Put a stop to what's bugging you with Burgess Pest Management, the trusted pest control company for me, Mike Felger. I use Burgess Pest Management, and you should too. Go to burgesspest.com. Hey, it's Felger here for Catches Law, New England's injury attorney since 1986. With over $1 billion won and over 50 local attorneys that live in the same communities as we do, Catches Law are the experts to turn to when you're injured and can't work. Catches Law handles more workers' compensation cases than any other law firm in Massachusetts, winning the largest verdicts in the Commonwealth in 2020 and 2021. So let them get to work on your case. There is no fee unless you win. Go to catcheslaw.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
Headlines are next, but first, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston, this is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home for sports. 98.5 Sports Hub. An easily immediate group station. Sports Hub headlines.
All right, after 2 periods, the Bruins lead the Senators 2-1. David Krejci and Jake DeBrusk first period goals for Boston. Elsewhere in the NHL, Maple Leafs and Islanders tied at 1 midway through the second. The Canadiens lead the Lightning 3-1 after 2 periods. Rangers up 1-0 on the Hurricanes after the second. Predators lead the Sabres 6-2 after 40 minutes. Wild and Devils scoreless after 2, while the Flyers, with 4 goals in the second period, take a 5-2 lead over the Panthers after the second. Capitals have a 4-3 lead on the Blue Jackets late in the second period. Red Wings and Blues all tied up at 2 after 20 minutes. Jets have a 2-0 lead over the Coyotes in the first, and the Kraken and Stars are tied midway through the first period. Later tonight, we have the Flames taking on the Ducks, and the Golden Knights square off against the Canucks. Meanwhile, in the NBA, Celtics back in action tonight as they visit the Sacramento Kings. The Boston Bruins are officially heading to the playoffs, and individual tickets to the 2023 playoffs presented by Rapid 7 are on sale now. Secure tickets to all potential games played at TD Garden for all rounds of the playoffs. To lock in your seat to all the playoff hockey action, visit bostonbruins.com/playoffs. I'm Tim McCone. Judd and Bob have the third period next to the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
Hey fans, Peerless Boilers is here to assist you with your vital heat and hot water heating needs. Don't wait until it's too late and you have a leaking mess in the middle of winter. Learn more and find local installers today at peerlessboilers.com. And remember, Peerless Boilers, America's best built boilers.
Here's another key to why nobody does it like Town Fair Tire. Free lifetime flat repair. It doesn't matter if it's on a Town Fair tire or not. Town Fair Tire will provide a repair on any car tire you own free of charge. Go to townfairtire.com to see more key reasons why nobody does it like Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
From dinner with the crew to an easy evening on the couch,
Tito's handmade vodka makes for the perfect pair to any weekday plans. Stock up on your must-have mixers and go-to garnishes, and just add Tito's for a cocktail hour that's best served any day of the week. Tito's handmade vodka is distilled from corn and is naturally gluten-free. Find recipes and more at Tito'sVodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
Get the official NHL app to watch, read, and listen to all the deeks.
All I can say is absolutely wow.
All the sauce. All the saves. All the hits. All the snipes. All the sellies.
He scores! Unbelievable!
All the hockey. If it's hockey, it's here. Listen to every NHL game for free, now with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Download the official NHL app now.
Hey, this is Jake DeBrusk, and I'm teaming up with Shaw's and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for Feeding the Puck for families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season to help score a goal, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation's Nourishing Neighbors initiative will donate funds and food to end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $200 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive. Locally, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation will be enabling a donation of $100 every time we feed the puck for a goal to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger. To learn more about feeding the puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Boston Bruins hockey is brought to you by Timberline Construction. Just like the pros, success in the commercial construction industry requires a strong, smart team with a no-exceptions commitment to excellence. That's why so many high-profile organizations choose Timberline Construction, specializing in ground-up projects, complex renovations, and projects with advanced technical requirements. Learn more at timberlineconstruction.com. Timberline Construction. Exceptional. No exceptions.
If you ask us, Bruins Nation feels like family. A big and bad, loud and loyal family. And TD Bank is proud to be a part of it. It's good to have the family together again. TD Bank. Unexpectedly human.
Woo! The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub. This is a black and gold flashback.
And now Hodges centering pass. Bork. Glove save. Dugnut on Ray Bork. I don't believe it. And the Bork, he's just laughing. He doesn't believe it himself. He saw the whole net buff. He just blasted that one and Dugnut somehow come up with it. That may be his best of the 69 saves he's made. The 72nd shot for the Bruins. Ray Bork had it labeled, and Dugnut came up with it.
That was March 21st, 1991. The Bruins poured 73 shots on Nordique's goalie Ron Tugnut in a 3-3 tie in Quebec. It was the second highest number of shots in an NHL game in history. Included were 25 Boston shots in the first period, 12 in overtime, and 19 shots in the game by Ray Bork. That was a historic performance. Now, these goalies have been busy, not quite as busy as Ron Tugnut was. As we're about ready to start the third period, the Bruins on top 2-1 over the Sens.
Remember that game well, Judd? Well, pretty well, anyhow. They've replayed it a few times, so I've had a chance to watch it again.
Bruins working left to right here in this third period. This faceoff is brought to you by Unicare. They've teamed up with Charlie Coyle with State Police Association Professional Firefighters of Massachusetts for faceoffs for first responders to highlight mental health resources for first responders. Visit 985thesportshub.com/first responders. The Bruins, the best third period team in the league, including a 3-goal outburst on Sunday afternoon in Buffalo. They are now plus 52 in the third.
Well, I think they'll have their work cut out for them here. I mean, Ottawa's really been throwing a lot of pucks Linus Ullmark's way. Drake Batherson has 8 shots on goal through 2 periods. Tkachuk has, 5? There's a 6th spot in there for Drew.
Brendan Hathaway right now is having a conversation with one of the referees, and he and some of the Senators are pointing toward the Bruins end, up high it looks like. Not exactly sure what this is. Referee Furman South skated toward the Bruins bench. And they're set to drop the puck. Nosek wins the faceoff. Tkachuk has his stick tied up, and the Bruins lob it back into the Ottawa end. We're underway here in the third. The Senators come into the action only 6 points behind Florida for the last playoff spot, and at last check, the Flyers were beating the Panthers 5-2. Over the line, left side, Stützle into the left circle, pull and drag, his shot blocked. Whacked into the right corner, here's Stützle.
Nice pass to the neutral zone there for Giroux to get into the end.
Left point, Sanderson almost had it roll away from his stick. Near side, it's fed to Giroux. He'll fade back to the left corner. Carlo picks his pocket, chipped it over to the near side. And Hathaway a dish to the center circle. Now Nosek over the red line. He'll fling it down low. Both teams change. Sogard sets it up. 19:10 remaining here in the third. Bruins 2 and the Senators 1. The Senators have forged 3 come from behind victories when they trail. Heading into the third period, we got an offside here.
Fans, Moderna is growing in Norwood and Burlington, and they have new high-intensity roles in QA, QC, and manufacturing. If you want to help create personalized cancer vaccines, go to modernacareers.com/MA.
Face off in the near dot, just beyond the Bruins line. Bergeron wins another draw. Bruins having a problem, however, off the draw. DeBrusk will hack it up the near side and out to center ice. Chychrun leads to the center circle, over to the right side. It's drilled down low. Allmark stops it, gets some leverage, plays it high off the glass. Senators grab it. DeBrincat wings it over to the near side. DeBrusk has got it. He's got the go-ahead goal here in the game. It came late in the first period. Hammered into the right circle by Bergeron, and the Senators look to move it away quickly. Well, deflected into the right corner, Bruins end. Both teams change. 18.5 left here in the third. Bruins 2, Senators 1. Grizzly drilled it ahead. It's deflected to the left of Sogard. Coyle's on it first. Flings it back of the net. Deflected away from Frederick. Clifton pinches, and it squirts the other way back into the Bruins end. Bertuzzi back to help out. Bertuzzi in the near corner. Now it's pushed off the glass near side, and it floats out to center ice. Drilled into the right corner of the Bruins zone.
Coyle just caught a high stick from Shabbat on a follow-through.
On the near side, Coyle's got the puck. His backhand to the middle. Eventually bounces to Frederick. He'll race in. Almost lost the puck. Had to reach out and grab it. Right point, Frederick. Drilled into the right corner. Now, far circle, it's Coyle. Bumps it to the high slot. Right circle, Clifton. Shakes around to check. Sent it through the slot. And over to the far side. We got a penalty here on the Senators.
Going to go to Ridley Gregg after Clifton made a move on him. Looks like he's going to take the shot. He fakes it, comes to the middle, and Gregg got the stick in on him.
17:41 left here in the third. Bruins 2, Senators 1. Bruins 1 for 2 on the power play. They scored on the 2-man advantage back in the first period to tie the game at 1. Face-off right circle in the Senators' end. Bergeron will dig down. He and Giroux tie up. Senators win the draw. Hamonic gets some leverage on it. Bounces it out to center ice. Cut off by Lindholm. Giroux heads off the ice. Gambrell heads on. Here's Pastrnak. Hands it over the line right side. Bergeron to the right circle. Now left circle to DeBrusk. Send it out in front. Tap just wide by Pastrnak.
He had Pastrnak back door.
Now Lindholm center point. To the center point, Marchand shoots, deflects to the right corner to DeBrusk, whacked it back in the net. Pastrnak swings it up top, left point now Lindholm. He'll stick handle and look. Top right wing circle to Marchand. Right of the cage, DeBrusk kicks to the stick. Center point Lindholm. Far side, Pastrnak wired it over the crossbar. Right point now Marchand to the right circle. Stops, looking back door, saucers across.
He had his eyes on him the whole time.
He's feeling it. Right circle, Marchand, the one-timer, that got blocked. Sanderson's going to try and shake it off. Bruins have it back. Center point now, Lindholm, far side, Pastrnak to the middle, shoots. And a stick save made by Sogard. Now Bergeron, far corner, dished it up top, left point to DeBrusk. Races to the left hash, left of the net, leaves, and then it's sent up top. Lindholm kicks to the stick. Drifts to the middle. Feeds right circle Marchand. Center point Lindholm. Pastrnak back up top. Right circle Marchand. Takes a look. Center point now Lindholm. Marchand wheels to the middle up top. Right circle, DeBrusk at the right point. Feeds across, Lindholm at the left circle. He tried to look back door. That got kicked free. 28 seconds left on the power play. Marchand backhands to the right circle, Bergeron. Center point, DeBrusk, right circle now. Bergeron right of the cage. Marchand centered out in front. Sogard, what a save! Back door as DeBrusk charged in and was denied over at the far post.
Well, a couple good looks. Pastrnak just missing on that backdoor tap in. This time they get a lot of movement going, and DeBrusk backdoor gets the pass. As he's going down, gets a hard pass from Marchand from the right side to the front of the net. And Sogard, you mentioned how big he is. He gets that right leg down to make this save here on DeBrusk.
16 seconds left on the Gregg penalty. Sogard 6'7". He's only 22 years old. Face-off left circle, won by the Senators. Back of the net, it's drilled over to the near side. McAvoy tried to keep it in with his skate, and it drifts all the way down. Orlov with it. 5 seconds left on the Bruins power play. Carried ahead by Krejci. He tied the game in the first. Drifts over the line. Senators back to full strength. Bruins offside.
Well, a couple good looks there. I mean, the last one, obviously, there by Jake DeBrusk. That was after he had gone out high, and then he started charging to the net. Fans were getting a little antsy, wanting them to take a couple of shots, but good pressure. You had a tired Ottawa team out there. It was almost a full 2 minutes with the power play having control in the zone with the puck.
That man advantage looked like it had definitive movement and a lot of puck recovery.
Got more movement as it went along.
Bruins win the draw. Scooped up by McAvoy. Left wing feed, bringing it in as Orlov. He'll fire it back of the cage over to the near side. Coyle at the hash marks. Up top, McAvoy shoots over the crossbars. You had Bertuzzi out in front. Right corner now, Coyle. Shakes around to check. Wings it far corner. It's sent back of the net by Orlov. Out to the slot. Orlov. His shot. He chopped at it and it hit a shin as he was trying to get himself in position. And then it's dumped deep by Stützle. The top line for Ottawa is forced to change. 5 minutes gone by here in the third. Bruins 2, Senators 1. Here's McAvoy. He'll walk it ahead. He'll drill it into the far corner. It missed everybody, and we have an icing call here.
It's another icing call sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka. Enjoy the game with a glass of Tito's on Ice. Tito's cocktail of the week is the Bees Bloody Mary. Tonight's recipe, go to 985thesportshub.com.
Face-off in the far circle in the Bruins end. Shane Pinto will lean in and take it. Charlie Coyle will oppose him. Linesman gets the 2 centermen set. Ottawa off the draw, lost it. It's scrambled to Grzelcyk. He'll knock it ahead. Bertuzzi over the red line. He'll hammer it in. A bunch of Bruins go to change. Bertuzzi goes to chase near side. He frees the puck. And it's spun into the slot. The Senators will head out to center ice, but Batherson had it and lost it. Grzelcyk will fade back in his own zone. Pushed it over to the near side. Clifton. Kick to the near side. Nosek. His pass to the middle broken up by Batherson. And then the Bruins chip it back into the Ottawa end. 14-15 left here in the third. Bruins up 2-1. Brought in by DeBrincat, the Farmington Hills, Michigan native. It's whacked to the near corner of the Bruins end. Driven ahead. Here's Zacha up the middle. Area pass looking for Hathaway. Brandstrom got inside position. Brandstrom backhands it up the middle. Getting behind everybody is Gambrell, but the puck bounced to the near corner. Whacked behind the net by Carlo. And then the Bruins give it away. Getting it back was Nosek. He'll go rink wide to Carlo over the red line. Fires it in and around. To the far hash, Marchand collects. Trying to get it to Bergeron. Does. Far corner. To DeBrusk. Shoots, and it's gloved by Sogard as he came out to challenge. 13:29 left here in the third. Bruins 2, Senators 1. On the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
Tune in to Toucher and Rich every Wednesday morning at 9 as they talk all things Boston hockey with Billy Jaffe. Brought to you by Granite City Electric Supply. Proudly serving customers for 100 years. Visit GraniteCityElectric.com as they celebrate 100 years of service this year.
Don't wait for tax season to get a boost to your bank account. At findmassmoney.com, there's over $3 billion just waiting to be claimed. 1 in 10 people have unclaimed cash from things like forgotten bank accounts, stock certificates, payroll, refund checks, insurance proceeds, and more. Findmassmoney.com is free and easy to use. So what are you waiting for? I found my money, and so can you. Visit findmassmoney.com and see if you can get an extra boost to your bank account.
Book your New Jersey summer vacation. Get ready for sunshine vibes and waves of beach and boardwalk fun. Go for exciting destinations, entertaining nightlife, and endless outdoor adventures. Whether relaxing along 130 miles of Jersey Shore or climbing high in the Skylands. Create your New Jersey summer escape at visitnj.org/book now.
If you need tires, think Town Fair Tire. Thinking name brands? We have them all. Thinking price? We beat the competitors. Free services? We have those too. For the guaranteed lowest price, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Has been fantastic for Brandon. 2-1 Bruins. The Rangers 14:29 remaining here in the third period. Just before we hit the break, Matt Sogard stopping Jake DeBrusk with a good open look as he was heading down into the slot. Sogard, one of 6 goaltenders Ottawa has used this year. The Bruins record for goaltenders used in a single season, 6. It came back in the 96-97 season. Here are the guys. Bill Ranford, Robbie Tallis, Jim Carey, Scott Bailey, Paxton Schaefer, Tim Shovelday.
Hard to believe we finished last that year.
Senators win the draw, flipped over the near side and out to center ice. Along the near wall, it's scooped up by Kastelik. He'll drive it over to the far side. Marchand just got a piece of it, so it wobbles out to center ice. Kicked back in by Shabbat. And now McAvoy tries the back of his net. He'll rim it over to the far side. And out comes Marchand. He'll dart to the middle over the line high slot. Into the slot. Got a shot away, got deflected by Brandstrom. And the Senators just get it out to center ice. And it's knuckled deep into the Bruins zone. Both teams will start to change. 12:50 left here in the third. Bruins 2, Senators 1. Bruins fired off a skate out to center ice. Tkachuk races into the far circle. Backhand through the goal mouth. Left point, Sanderson. Cranked it back of the net. And now it's scooped up as it's spun up top by Pasternak. He'll fling a backhand through the middle. Zaka has it. Set it up for Krejci over the line high slot. Has a guy breaking. Pasternak right of the net. Backhand. And Sogard with a right skate made the stop. Orlov with a shot. That got blocked. And now sprinting the other way is Stützle. Orlov dives to get the puck from him. Bruins will head the other way. Pasternak shakes over the line high slot. Tries to drift the backhand of the near circle. Picked off. Tkachuk has it over the line left side. Fed it to Stützle near wall. Stützle locked up. Lost the puck. Bruins fire it to the right corner in the Senators' end. It's Pasternak right of the net. Carries out in front of backhand. And Sogard with the left skate. That's 8 shots on goal for Pasternak.
Hamonic went down a little too early that time. He had help coming back.
Now Stützle wings it in. 11:39 left here in the third. The shots are 38 for Ottawa, 30 for the Bruins as this puck deflects awkwardly off the net and off the surface.
Fans, Peerless Boilers is here to assist you with your heat and hot water needs. Don't wait until it's too late. You have a leaking mess. Find your local installer at peerlessboilers.com. And remember, Peerless Boilers, America's best built boilers. Yeah, Hamonic, he left his feet a little bit too early. He's got help coming back at Batherson. And Pasternak just brings this puck strong to the front of the net from the right wing side, underneath the stick of Hamonic. It's a dangerous backhand away.
Prior to tonight's performance, Matt Sogard had been struggling to make some saves. Ottawa had given up a ton of goals, but he's been strong here tonight. It's a 1-goal game with 11.5 minutes left. Now back of the Ottawa net. Brandstrom had his pocket picked by Bertuzzi. To the right circle, Coyle rockets one wide and off the surface.
Bertuzzi had the old sweep check that time, reaching in, getting to that puck, and then making a nice hard backhand pass into the slot. Looked like it was Pinto that got a piece of it on the shot by Coyle.
Face-off right circle in the Ottawa end. And this face-off is brought to you by Unicare. They've teamed up with Charlie Coyle and the State Police Association, professional firefighters of Massachusetts, for face-offs for first responders to highlight mental health resources for first responders. As this puck is backhand to the far side, you can visit 985thesportshub.com/first responders. Senators trip up Marchand. Bruins going to the power play with 11:01 left in the third.
Yeah, Chychrun upset, but not with the call, I don't believe. I think just got his stick in on a Marchand as Marchand tried to make a move to his forehand.
So the Bruins with a man advantage. They had a chance earlier this period. Sogard made an incredible save on Jake DeBrusk over at the far post. For the Bruins, 1 for 3 thus far. Bergeron digs down. Wins it. Right point now, Lindholm. Carries to the middle. Cradles the puck. Feeds right point, Marchand. Attacks. Turns. Fed right of the net, DeBrusk. Returns Marchand. Right of the net, DeBrusk. Sent it out in front. It's chopped free by Bergeron and got it up top. Bergeron with the drive and Sogard the save. Along the near side, Marchand, right circle. Bergeron couldn't hold on to the puck. And Giroux spins it back into the Bruins zone. Ullmark to the top of the far circle to paddle it ahead. Bruins bring it in. Left of the net. Looking for Marchand. Can't flag it, and it's cleared. Ullmark taps the stick. Looked like he wanted to dish it quickly and transition the puck.
Bruins are getting a line change, though.
Now, here's Pasternak. Scoops it up. Twisting over the line right side. Turned it over at the blue line, Stützle. Bothered by Krejci. Near side, Stützle. And rim it back of the Bruins net. 1 minute to go on the power play. 10 minutes to go here in regulation. 2-1 Bruins. McAvoy turns away. He'll head north. Center circle. Leaves it for the late coming Zacha. Walks his way into the far circle, left of the net. Centers, right circle, Krejci to the high slot. The drive by McAvoy, deflected to the far side. Bertuzzi chopped it down and around the boards near side. To the right corner, it's Zacha, right of the net, back of the cage. Snapped over to the right corner, Orlov. Up top it comes, Krejci at the right point. Fakes to the right circle. Swings it across. Now Zacha fires, Sogard the save, and the rebound sticks to him.
It's good movement. Good movement in that offensive end. Orlov all the way down in the corner that time. Krejci takes a spot up high. McAvoy had a chance for the one-timer in that left wing circle on the hard pass across. Sogard read it pretty well, though. He was over there.
Face-off far circle in the Ottawa end. 23 seconds left on the Chychrun penalty. Senators win the face-off and they rip it all the way down. Bruins with 8 shots thus far on the power play. Carried ahead by Orlov, reaches the red line. Now over the line left side. Got it through the Hamonic stick check. 5 seconds left in the power play. McAvoy rims it. Left point, Orlov. Past it, center point, Krejci. Chychrun's out of the box. Orlov holds, swings it to the right point. McAvoy, right hash. You got 3 defensemen on the ice here for Ottawa. Now high slot, Orlov. Flips to the right circle, Zacha. Across. Backing up is Krejci. Center point, McAvoy. Far side, Krejci. Here it comes. He whistled it over the crossbar. Right circle now, Zacha. Pops up high to the right point. Feeds to the right corner looking for Orlov. Orlov jams at the puck. Near side, Watson locks up. They fight for the puck near side. Spun back of the net. And Hamonic drilled it off the wall and all the way down. And we got an icing call here on Ottawa.
Let's take a look at the NHL scoreboard. It's brought to you by the North Atlantic States Carpenters Union. It's time to build. To learn more, visit nasrcc.org. Other scores around the NHL. It's Nashville 6, Buffalo 3. Canadians with a 3-2 lead over the Tampa Bay Lightning. All these games in the third period. Rangers 2, Carolina 1. Washington now 5-4 over the Columbus Blue Jackets. 5-2, Philadelphia leading the Florida Panthers. Islanders 3, Toronto 1. And it's Winnipeg 2, Arizona 1. Detroit, St. Louis tied at 2. Seattle 2, Dallas 1. Busy night around the NHL here today.
Bruins have only surrendered 1 shot on goal thus far here in the first 12 minutes of the third. And they lead it 2-1.
Aided by 2 power plays. Should have been too many men. Should have been too many men.
No call there. Sanderson wires it around to the near side and out to center ice. Clifton
Shabbat was trying to get on the ice, but he couldn't. He had to change his mind at the last second, then the puck hit him.
Frederick the shot. Sogard the save. He juggled, and Frederick went diving in for it. And then Frederick gets locked up with Hamonic at the end boards.
Yeah, Frederick took a whack at it, and Hamonic got his stick in there on Frederick.
7:46 left here in the third. Bruins 2, Senators 1. And we'll take a timeout here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2023 Honda CR-V Hybrid or 2023 Accord Hybrid. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Download free Nugs. Just add the Wendy's app to your phone and get an offer for a free 10-piece with purchase. Yep, it's raining Nugs again. One app, all the Wendy's.
Limited time at participating Wendy's. New users only. Account registration required. Terms apply.
The Sports Hub and the Bruins Foundation thank UFO's Active Recovery Footwear for the assist in raising over $150,000 for the Special Olympics at this year's Pucks and Paddles. Born in Boston, UFO's is made with UFOM technology designed to support active recovery by absorbing impact forces so your body doesn't have to. Discover why top athletes like the Bruins' Jeremy Swayman call UFO's footwear a game changer. Their unique, one-of-a-kind UFOM technology is what separates them from traditional cushioned and performance footwear. Experience active recovery for yourself at ufos.com. That's ufos.com.
From dinner with the crew to an easy evening on the couch, Tito's handmade vodka makes for the perfect pair to any weekday plans. Stock up on your must-have mixers and go-to garnishes, and just add Tito's for a cocktail hour that's best served any day of the week. Tito's handmade vodka is distilled from corn and is naturally gluten-free. Find recipes and more at Tito'sVodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
So far, Lena Solmark has stopped 37 of 38 for every save he makes. UFOS donates another $10 to Dana-Farber for patient care and cancer research. Visit UFOS.com to learn more about how every UFOS.com purchase contributes to their goal of finding a cure. That's UFOS, OOFOS.com.
The Bruins power play has been all around it. They've had 2 chances this period. 5-on-3 got them on the board in the first period after the timeout by Jim Montgomery. But they've been all around it. I mean, it's a much different looking power play than when they were really in that rut where they were struggling to get into the zone. They were struggling on the puck movement, puck possession, decision making, you name it. I mean, it was all over the map, but it's been a more decisive power play, especially here in this third. They just haven't been rewarded for it.
Senators hammer it in. Sogard's been terrific throughout the game, especially here in the third period, to keep it a 1-goal game. Bergeron over the red line. He'll toss it lightly into the far corner in the Ottawa end. Shabbat turns away from DeBrusk, sent it up the near side. And out to center ice, Stützle. Stopped, trying to shake free from Bergeron. Bruins will change. Up the middle is Stützle, center circle. Poke check by Bertuzzi.
He's got a good stick, doesn't he? I mean, we're learning a little bit more about his game.
Puck drilled up the left side all the way down, and that group in black and gold will have to stay on.
It'll be Coyle taking the defensive zone faceoff. Now, he's made some good plays. We're talking about Tyler Bertuzzi with the stick, including that last shift that he had.
And once again, he's had some chances here tonight to get his first as a Bruin.
5 shots here today and been around the net.
A chance that he and Garnet Hathaway had in the second. Oh, that was a good one.
He sets people. He sets the table for people, though, too. The passes that he makes puts them in good position.
Bruins win the draw, crank it off the glass. Chychrun knocked it out of midair, and it's wobbled on net.
Took the worst of that face-off. He got caught up in the wash there and went down.
Now the Bruins can make a line change if they want, and they will. 6:52 left here in the third. Bruins 2, Senators 1. Thursday night, the Bruins are going to see the Montreal Canadiens for the first time on home ice all season long. It's March 21st right now. That'll be in the 23rd. Game time 7 o'clock. Pregame at 6:30.
Got them twice here before the end of the season.
Last game of the year in Montreal. Chychrun shakes back of the net, protects the puck. Then he lost it, and then lost his footing. Grizzly transitions it north. Hathaway over the line right side. He's out there with Bertuzzi and Nosek. Back of the net, Hathaway chopped it out in front. Centers, Nosek backhands it wide. Hathaway's got it.
That was again Bertuzzi with the help of Hathaway getting that puck out in front for Nosek.
Along the near side, it's Hathaway. Bangs it back of the net, Bertuzzi. Puck drilled up the far side and out to center ice. Grizzly, quick transition, Hathaway. Flipped it into the right corner, then Chikrin finished Hathaway. Rimmed over to the far side, Batherson in front of his bench. Bruins get it back. Bringing it in as Nosek to the right circle. Shoots, deflected by Hamonic over to the far side.
Got down on one knee, the puck got chipped off his leg and just wide.
Bruins again create a turnover in the neutral zone, send it back in. The ice has been tilted thus far this period. Just under 6 minutes remaining in it. Bruins 2, Senators 1. Here's Shabbat up the middle. Gave it away. Pasternak delays. Everybody gets back on side. Pasternak drags to the middle. And he got poke check. The Senators bump it over to the near side, trying to break out. Drill it up the near side. Gambrell, who has the lone Ottawa goal, will swing it to the near corner. Clifton backhands it around.
Ottawa wanted a tripping penalty there or interference, one of the two.
Puck sent out to center ice, Sanderson. Sanderson knocked down by Pasternak after he dumped it in. Sanderson took exception.
Didn't like it.
Along the near wall, the Bruins, Clifton pushed it ahead. And out at center ice, Gambrell set it up. Drilled in. Second shot on net for Ottawa here in the third period as Olmark made the pad save. Bergeron coming the other way. It's deflected into the right corner.
Second shot you allow is from center ice. It's a pretty good period so far.
Puck sent out to the neutral zone. Senators have it. Lost it. And here's DeBrusk. Backhands off the glass. Knocked out of midair, I thought, by a high stick. But we play on. Stützle fires it deep in the Bruins zone. We got an icing call on the Senators.
Fans, Bruins Hockey is brought to you by IBEW Local 103 and the NECA Electrical Contractors Association. Proud partners of the Boston Bruins and 98.5 The Sports Hub. IBEW Local 103 and NECA, ready to power your next project. Visit thepowerprofessionals.com.
4:38 left here in the third. Bruins 2, Senators 1. Coyle in for the draw. Coyle will take it against Stützle. Stützle wins it. Chikrin with it. He'll backhand it behind his net. Rimmed over to the far side. Giroux. He's had some chances here tonight. Floats a pass up the near side looking for Stützle. Got locked up with Carlo. Near corner Tkachuk. Bounced it out in front. Bertuzzi's got it to the far circle. He'll bank it ahead. Not out. Far side. Bertuzzi able to strip Stützle. So we see Bertuzzi double shifting. Haven't seen Lauko in a while.
Third period, protecting the lead. Not that he's bad defensively, just that's a work in progress. It's a young player, but
a lot of times in that second period with the long change, some of those players won't find as much ice as they normally would. Along the near side in the Ottawa end, diving down is McAvoy, held in at the right point by Nosek.
You get a little cold, so, I mean, Bertuzzi's had a couple of double shifts here in this game.
Hathaway finished his check. The Senators roll it out to center ice.
Now it's DeBrusk on this line, right? With Hathaway and Nosek.
Pinto protects far side. Met by Grizzly. Grizzly whacking away at the puck. DeBrincat had it and lost it. And Olmark's seen enough. He'll freeze it with 3:25 left here in the third. Bruins 2, Senators 1. We'll take our final timeout of regulation. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by your local New England Honda dealers.
If you ask us, Bruins Nation feels like family. A big and bad, loud and loyal family. And TD Bank is proud to be a part of it. It's good to have the family together again. TD Bank. Unexpectedly human. Woo!
Get moving in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance. Honda, the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2023 Honda CR-V hybrid or 2023 Accord hybrid.
Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today.
See dealer for financing details based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Bruins hockey is back, and 98.5 The Sports Hub and the Bruins Radio Network are proud to welcome the following partners. A Video Bank. They've teamed up again this season with Patrice Bergeron for Assists for Kids to help Metro West area youth hockey players with the high cost of hockey with new gear and funds. A Video Bank. Honest to goodness, member FDIC, member DIF. DQ and the DQ Chicken Strip Basket. Served with fries, Texas toast, and your favorite dip. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good. Thank you from the home of the Bruins. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
If you need tires, think Town Fair Tire. Thinking name brands? We have them all. Thinking price? We beat the competitors. Free services? We have those too. For the guaranteed lowest price, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. Toucher and Rich, morning 6 to 10 on the Sports Hub.
All the goals in this one came in the first. The Senators got it started. 8:55 in from Dylan Gambrell. But David Krejci scored on the two-man advantage. His 15th. Jake DeBrusk followed up at 15:52. And the Bruins with a 2-1 lead with 3:25 remaining here in regulation. And now we keep our eyes on Matt Sogard in goal to our right. Ottawa trying to push for a playoff spot. The last time they were in, 16-17. Senators win the draw. Flip to the far side, but couldn't accept the cycle. Back of the net, Tkachuk stripped to the puck. Up right wing, here's Bergeron. He'll golf it back in the Ottawa end. Bruins change. Hamonic settles it. Whips it rink wide to Chychrun. 3:06 left here in the third. 2-1 Bruins. Puck sent into the slot in the Bruins zone. Knocked down by Orlov. Banked it ahead, and out they come. Coyle over the red line. Trying to drive it in. And it's brought in offside by the Bruins after it got knocked down by an Ottawa glove.
Hamonic knocked it down, but pushed it outside of the zone. Coyle trying to come back in. So, interesting line here. You got Bertuzzi, Coyle, and DeBrusk.
2:55 remaining in regulation. Face-off in front of the Senators bench. Coyle wins it. Bump to Carlo. He'll drill it around the glass. Far side it comes. Kicked by the Bruins back of the net. DeBrusk left of the net. It's chopped toward the front of the net, and Sogard paddled down, covers up. Face-off in the left circle, the Ottawa end. Senators have the Tampa Bay Lightning up next. That'll be on home ice. But they're running out of runway. Face-off far circle. Coyle wins it back. Bertuzzi shoots. Sogard the save. The rebound. Swept to the far circle. Sanderson backhands it far side. And the Senators control. Shabbat back of his net. He'll drift over to the near side. Snapped it ahead. Sanderson met by a couple of Bruins in the neutral zone.
Oh, yeah, he's got Bertuzzi and Coyle right in his face after he...
Now the Senators will drag it ahead. Pinto tried to bring it in. Overskated the puck. DeBrincat has to take it back.
Coyle had something to do with that.
Now Sogard to the bench for the extra attacker with 2 minutes left. DeBrincat over the line left side. Batherson couldn't hold it. And we've got a penalty here, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's going to go to Marchand. I believe it's going to be a holding penalty. I don't know if it happened before.
2-minute minor penalty for holding.
Oh, that was on the back check by Coyle.
So last night, the Ottawa Senators in a 1-1 game got a power play late and scored the game winner. Drake Batherson got it with 2:09 left.
Free hand of Coyle got on the body of Pinto. So that was going back a little ways. I was giving him credit for a good back check, but it was a free hand that they said was on Pinto there. Now it'll be interesting.
Sogard's back in net, so it's a 5-on-4 here. Bruins win the draw. Back of the net, it's Orlov. Scrapes it over to the far side. He'll skate it up left wing and pound it all the way down. Sogard back of his net will control for the Senators. This is their third chance on the power play. Scoreless with it thus far. One of the best in the league. Stützle over the line right side. That was close to being offside. Brought in Batherson. Bumps it to the near wall. And the Bruins have it back of the net. Orlov ripped it around and all the way down with 1:35 left.
So DJ Smith saying, all right, we'll give you a minute. If you don't do anything, then we'll get the goaltender pulled. But I don't know. Here he goes now.
Surprised with an offensive zone faceoff. He wouldn't start with the 6-on-4. Tkachuk brings it in, bumps it into the slot. Orlov with it back of the net. Takes his time, got some leverage on it, and sailed it back to the Ottawa line. 6-on-4 with 1:10 remaining. Stützle leaves it along the near side. It's Sanderson. Backhands over the line. Tkachuk tries to return it back of the net. Orlov again. Orlov spun around, gets a little help from DeBrusk. Under a minute to play here. Bruins up 2-1. Left point to Brinket. Swings to the right circle. Sent toward the front. Blocked by the Bruins and cranked all the way down by DeBrusk. Near circle at Sanderson with 40. Turns away from Marchand. Marchand with a steal over the line left side. Shoots. Blocked by Sanderson. Took it off his shoulder. Marchand bidding for the shorthanded empty netter. 27 seconds left here in the game. Over the line right side. Stützle drops and drives. DeBrincat couldn't hold on to it. Here's Bergeron up right wing. The long shot sails wide. Marchand races in. Far corner Marchand. Centers Bergeron. Tripped up and then grabbed by Tkachuk. 9 seconds left. Batherson over the line left side. Flips to the near circle in the slot. Picked off by Marchand. Sent it to the high slot with 2. Shabbat left to the cage. The shot fired. Ramps up off the surface. This baby is a final. Bruins win. They put on a defensive clinic in the third period. Linus Ullmark outstanding here.